And really coming into his own this year. You mentioned he made his first All-Star team, and he's been a tough nut to crack here lately. Been the Mets' most consistent starter by far.
Saw a bunch of sinkers last night from Clay Holmes, and Braves batters, I'd imagine, will feel in tune with what they're going to see tonight from Peterson. He, too, throws a lot of sinkers.
Yeah, it seems like the sinker is making its way back into baseball repertoires. Yeah, Peterson uses that sinker at the bottom of the zone, being left-handed. It also makes it a little bit unusual. Uses a four-seamer at the top of the zone, and then has three good off-speed pitches to complement those. I'd say the best one of those three off-speed offerings is probably his slider.
He's seeing a lot of those tonight. Peterson 7-5 this season, a 2.98 ERA. And again, this will be his 23rd start of the year. Jurickson Profar, switch hitter, batting from the right side, climbing in. Profar 0 for 3 last night. He's ready. So is Peterson. Lefty swivels. And now for the ball game. First pitch swung on and fouled off. And starting up at 8:45 Eastern and 7:45 Central. 73 degrees here in Queens. And not much of a breeze at all. Hour 35-minute rain delay for this game. Profar is able to slap one to the left side, a base hit in between Lindor and Beatty. And the Braves have a leadoff single here in the top of the first inning. Time of the first pitch brought to you by Schumann Farms. Look for Real Sweet brand Vidalia onions from Schumann Farms in a store near you. For David Peterson in his last outing, 6 innings versus Cleveland. Gave up 4 runs on 5 hits, couple of walks, 7 strikeouts. Surrendered 2 home runs, took a loss. And that last start broke a streak of 5 starts in a row, allowing 2 earned runs or fewer. And a guy who's been going 6 innings right on the nose a lot here lately. Matt Olson swings and misses at a first pitch sinker. In fact, Peterson has gone exactly 6 innings for the last 4 starts and been a model of consistency in this Mets rotation. Matt Olson 2 for 5 last night, sitting on 19 home runs for the year. Pick off over to first base. Profar back in with a dive. But for Peterson, since July, his stuff has been even better. He has a 2.98 ERA for the season. But since July 1st, over his last 6 starts, a 2.15 ERA. He's been sharp. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Matt Olson. And Olson takes a strike on the inside corner. Sinker coming in at 94, making it 0-2. Mention that the Braves have seen Peterson a lot in his career. This is his 13th appearance against the Braves and his 12th as a starter, and a 5.15 ERA in his career versus the Braves. So they've treated him pretty well. There's a bouncer out to first base, gloved by Alonso. To second, there's one, and back over to first base. Bang, bang play, and Olson beat it out. Peterson was covering the bag. He was reaching for it and was able to get his foot there, but it looked kind of awkward over there at first base. Now the Mets are looking to the dugout to see if they want to challenge this.
Well, you mentioned Peterson's size, 6'6", so he looked like a baby giraffe running over there first. Didn't look the most coordinated, and then when you get there, sometimes as a pitcher, it's hard to find that base. So what he did, forgot where he was, and then put his foot all the way over the base into foul territory. Never actually made contact with it when he was holding the ball.
Fielder's choice, Olson at first base. He wears about a size 16 shoe. You really have to miss the base with feet like that. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna 1 for 5 last night. And the first pitch he sees will miss high, 1 ball and no strikes. Chatting with Snit before the game, talking about Ozuna being the DH a lot more often than he had been. Just been swinging a better bat. In fact, for about the last week and a half, the DH has either been Ozuna or Baldwin. We haven't seen Murphy back there as the DH in about a week and a half. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Ozuna takes a ball outside. No score, top of the first inning. A runner at first base and Matt Olson, and 1 down. Ozuna, with his recent hot stretch, has gotten his average to 237 and sitting on 19 home runs. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and it'll swing and foul it off. Got a piece of a sinker there. Last time the Braves saw Peterson was on the 17th of June in Atlanta, as he went 7 innings, gave up 3 runs on 5 hits, got a no decision in a game the Braves won. And the 6-year veteran comes set right at the letters, and the 2-1 pitch on the way. Ozuna with a soft tapper out to third. Beatty gloves, triggers to second. They get 1, and now over to first base, and Alonso couldn't keep his toe on the bag. First base umpire Nick Lentz motioning that he came off the bag, as that throw had him reaching to his left, and the inning continues on the fielder's choice for Marcell Ozuna.
Well, the Mets just can't seem to turn that double play here in the first inning. They're going to have a lot of opportunities to do that here tonight. Peterson, sky-high ground ball rate, 93rd percentile. So the name of his game is keeping the ball on the ground. Trying to neutralize that base runner here, but not able to turn that double play twice here in the first.
So Ozuna keeping it alive. Here comes Ozzie Albies. And Ozzie batting cleanup tonight. First pitch from Peterson, and that's in for a strike. I asked Snit about Ozzie batting cleanup tonight, and he said, look, you hear lately he's been swinging it better from the right side. And they're just trying to find something that clicks there, batting cleanup, and hoping that Ozzie Albies can be the answer this evening. No score on the top of the first. And the 0-1 from Peterson. Pulled foul over by the Braves dugout. Braves tonight wearing their red uniform tops. Gray pants, Navy lettering, Navy numerals outlined in white. Braves across the chest on top of the Navy tomahawk. Mets in their home white uniform tops and pants. Royal blue pinstripes. Blue lettering, blue numerals outlined in orange. And Mets across the chest in cursive. 0-2 on Ozzie Albies. On the pitch all the way from Peterson. He swings and lifts one foul into the upper deck down the first baseline. And an 0-2 count on Ozzie.
So that was a fastball up in the zone from Peterson there on an 0-2 count, and that's a good example of how he'll use that four-seam fastball late in the count. We mentioned his favorite fastball is that sinking two-seamer. Late in the count, he'll try to surprise you at the top of the zone for a swing and miss strikeout.
See if he wants to do that here versus Ozzie. 0-2 pitch. And a big chopper to short. Lindor has it. Underhand feed to the bag at second. McNeil's there. And a 6-4 put out into the top of the first inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Braves nothing, and the Mets come.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusion.
Your Atlanta Braves.
City of Hope is advancing cancer care at life-saving speed with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Hey, Braves fans, don't get tricked into following the baseball season or the Atlanta sports scene anywhere else. Listen to Cellini and Domino weekdays 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan.
No score into the bottom of the first inning. Great to have you with us. Hour and 35-minute rain delay, but the Braves on the field here in New York in the second game of this series. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. Carlos Carrasco on the mound. The former Met going to work versus Francisco Lindor. And the first pitch Lindor sees is a called strike. The leather for Atlanta has Matt Olson at first base. Ozzie Albies is at second. Nick Allen, the shortstop, and Nacho Alvarez is at third. 0-1 from the righty. And a ball high and outside. In left field for the Braves, Jurickson Profar. Michael Harris is in center, and Eli White is in right field. Catcher is Sean Murphy. And as I mentioned, the 38-year-old veteran Carlos Carrasco on the mound. 1-1 pitch. Missed a little bit high with a curveball. 2 balls and a strike. And these Mets hitters, who obviously know Carrasco very well, going to see a very deep arsenal yet again, aren't they, Darren?
They are, yeah. He was a Met for 3 years, and now he's back on the other team.
2-1 pitch, hit well down the right field line towards the corner, down for a fair ball, rolling all the way to the wall. Going to retrieve it, Eli White sends it into Ozzie Albies, the cutoff man, and it'll be a double for Francisco Lindor.
Yeah, that hit right there was a curveball, middle down of the zone, and that is one of his secondary offerings. But what Carrasco really specializes in is that slider. That's his most thrown pitch. Also features a sinker and a four-seamer. You know, once upon a time, he was a flamethrower. Average fastball, 97. Now he's more of a crafty veteran, and he'll mix it up, throw the kitchen sink up there.
Juan Soto takes the ball inside. For Lindor, just his second hit over his last 24 at-bats. So he's in scoring position for Juan Soto. Right-hander Carrasco, 38 years old from Venezuela. And the 1-0 pitch. Soto takes the ball low and inside. Carrasco, a big right-hander, 6'4", 225. And making his 11th appearance of the season, his 9th as a starter. And between his time with the Yankees and the Braves this year, he's gone 2-2 with a 6.18 ERA. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Soto takes a called strike. Good changeup, sneaking it in there for make it 2-1.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff he's going to have to do to get through this lineup, is to throw pitches in counts the hitters aren't expecting them. 2-0 changeup, that's not what you want to hit. Let's go ahead and steal a strike there from a dangerous hitter.
This is 2-1. And he missed inside with a sinker. 3 balls and a strike.
So he's going to have to throw any pitch in any count and really keep these guys confused as to what's coming.
Much easier said than done, especially against the top of this lineup. With Lindor, Soto, Nimmo, Alonso, McNeil, Marte. No score. Bottom of the first. 3-1 pitch. And he missed inside. That'll put runners at first and second. And before Brandon Nimmo checks in, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
Last night, Brandon Nimmo went 2 for 5 at a 3-run homer. Got his average over 250. That homer was his 20th of the year. And he's up to the plate trying to make it at least 1-0 Mets here in the bottom of the first inning. A double by Lindor, then a walk to Soto. And Nimmo, the left-handed hitter, check it in with no one out. Pitch on the way from Carrasco. And there's a strike. Got a curveball over. For Carrasco, this is his 3rd start as a Brave. No record as a Brave, a 6.94 ERA. Last time we saw him was on the 7th against the Marlins. Pitched into the 6th inning, went 5 2/3, giving up 6 runs on 9 hits. 0-1 pitch, and he missed outside with a changeup. That was a game the Braves won. Carrasco got a no decision in that one, but going into the 6th inning is what they envisioned for him. Because when they signed him, you feel, okay, this is a guy that can give you 5 or 6 every 5 days. That's the hope. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That'll be sent foul.
Yeah, they scooped Carrasco up when all those starting pitching injuries hit, and his first outing here against the Reds was a pretty good one. Quality start, went 6. You know, last time against the Marlins, and in the midst of 5 games in 4 days, he was asked to be pushed a little bit in terms of depth in the game and answered the call.
Here's the 1-2. And he missed outside, 2-2. Something that we were chatting about with Snit prior to the game was the likelihood of the Braves going to a 6-man rotation. And, of course, Carrasco fits right into that. But with Hurston Waldrop making a couple of starts and being as solid as he has been, there's the 2-2 pitch. That'll be high and outside. Not going to send him back. And they'll just keep Strider, Carrasco, Wentz, Waldrop, Fetty, and Elder, it seems. But 3-2 on Brandon Nimmo. Runners at first and second, no one out on the payoff pitch. Fouled off. That lands in the second deck along the third baseline.
Yeah, something Snit said kind of piqued my interest. He said in case a starter has to go in to cover somebody else's start, right? If a starter goes out there and really lays an egg, maybe potentially a guy who's pitching in 2 days would come into the game. And I think that'll be interesting to see.
Again, the 3-2. Fouled off again, because what you're trying to figure out is who's going to cover all these innings for the last 43 games of the year.
Yeah, and on Spencer's bullpen day, you're not going to tell Spencer Strider, hey, don't throw a bullpen in case you have to come in the 3rd inning tonight. So it'll be interesting to see if that does happen, if they carry six starters the rest of the way.
3-2 to Nimmo. High and outside, nowhere near. So the first three batters for the Mets here in the first inning have gone double, walk, walk. And this is starting to look similar to what we saw last night. Base runners all over the place. Here comes Pete Alonso. It was his night last night as Alonso went deep twice, also doubled, scored 3 times, drove in 3 runs, and became the Mets franchise leader in career home runs. First pitch from Carrasco, and he misses high. Alonso at 96 RBIs this season. And the sacks are packed full of Mets with no one out in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 pitch, and he swings and rips one into center field for a base hit. Lindor will score. They will wave in Soto. Throw goes to short where Allen cuts it off. It's a 2 RBI single by Alonso, his 97th and 98th of the year. The Mets have the early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, we talked about coming into the series how poorly the Mets have been playing. They've lost 7 games in a row. And through the first 10 innings of baseball here in this series, it seems like they're taking out some frustration. This is not the start you had hoped for as a Braves fan. But we know the talent this Mets roster has on it and how much they've been struggling. And at some point, it's likely they're going to turn around. Hopefully, Braves can fight back and not be the victims of that here in the next 2 games.
It has been hard to keep these guys off the board. Mets didn't bat in the bottom of the 9th inning last night, obviously. So this is the 9th inning they've been at the plate in this series, and of the 9 innings, they've scored a run in 7 of 9. Rick Kranitz, Braves pitching coach, was out there at the mound as a visit with Carrasco. Here's Jeff McNeil. McNeil steadies the bat. Left-handed hitter facing the righty Carrasco. And he takes the ball up and in. We mentioned that Carrasco was a Met 2021 through 2023. They are one of 4 teams he's never beaten in his career. Of course, all those years in Cleveland and then 3 seasons in New York with the Mets. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And McNeil sends one foul. Carrasco hasn't seen the Mets much at all in his career. Just an inning and a third in relief all the way back in 2013. So no record, no ERA against the Mets. Still yet to beat the Mets, Cardinals, Dodgers, and Guardians. 4 teams in his lengthy career he's never picked up a win against. 1-1 pitch. And McNeil fouls one back. Goes to the backstop 1-2. But he knows all about this mound and pitching in front of these fans. 34 career starts in this stadium and 10-8 with a 5.23 ERA. And this is his 16th season in the big leagues. Been with Cleveland, both New York teams, and now Atlanta. 2-0 Mets, bottom of the first inning. 1-2 to the plate. Check swing on a changeup, and he did go. McNeil can't believe it. He spins around and just stomps a path back to the Mets dugout. So there's the first strikeout of the game by Carrasco. And that's our Gas South bringing the Heat strikeout. Just like Carlos Carrasco, Gas South is bringing the Heat with no deposits, no hidden fees, and simple natural gas plans. This difference is good. So there's 1 out. Here comes Starling Marte. Marte with a check swing. And they appeal down the first baseline, and Nick Lentz says that he did not go. Marte, a 2-hit night last night. Ripped a couple of singles, boosted his average to 276. Waiting on the pitch from Carrasco, and he swings and fouls one off, 1-1. Braves had a few men on base in the first inning. Couldn't drive in a run. Had a base hit from Jurickson Profar, but then 3 straight fielder's choices. And that into the inning. Here in the bottom of the first inning, Mets have gotten a double from Lindor, back-to-back walks to Soto and Nimmo, and then the 2 RBI single by Alonso. Marte takes a changeup low. 2 balls and a strike on their designated hitter. Two-one pitch. Missed inside with a sinker.
Yeah, from my eye, Carrasco has some really good movement on his pitches here tonight. He's just not throwing them close enough to the plate to get these Mets hitters to fire off a swing. So got to get it a little closer to entice them.
This will be the 28th pitch of the first inning from Carrasco. And the 3-1 gets a swing and a miss on a slider. Of his 28 pitches fired, just 13 strikes. He covers his ear with his glove, trying to hear his pitch comm device. Looking for back-to-back strikeouts of McNeil and Marte. 3-2. Low and outside, ball 4. Third walk of the inning allowed by Carrasco.
Yeah, that'll drive your pitching coach nuts and your manager. Those, they can handle hits. Just issuing those free passes, especially against a power-heavy lineup like this, is just a dangerous game to play.
Now it's Mullins. He'll swing and foul off a changeup. Mullins is the 7th Met to the plate here in the bottom of the first inning. Well, these Mets have displayed some lengthy innings against the Braves in this series, as they have scored 15 runs in 9 innings worth of work. 0-1 pitch, ball low and outside. Of course, they scored 13 last night and already leading 2-0 tonight. Mets have Carrasco surrounded on the 1-1 pitch. In tight, 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, little note here. The Mets finally scored a run with 0 or 1 outs.
First time this series.
That's right. All 13 last night, coming with 2 outs.
There's the 2-1 pitch. That's fouled off. Yeah, that's one of those that was on your mind when you went to bed and was there again when you woke up in the morning. Just how in the world they had all that 2-run production.
You just don't see it all that often. I would wager we won't see that again for a very long time.
Carrasco set right at the letters in the 2-2 pitch. He missed outside with a slider. Another deep count. This next pitch will be his 35th here in the bottom of the first inning. Mullins, who came over from Baltimore at the deadline. 3-2 pitch, clocked into right field, coming on now and lunging forward and making the catch, Eli White. Tagging and dashing for the plate and sliding in just ahead of the throw is Brandon Nimmo. And it's now 3-0 Mets on the sac fly by Cedric Mullins. Eli with a good throw in from right field. Had that throw right on the money, but the dive by Nimmo to the plate was just ahead of that tag.
Boy, heck of a play out there and right by Eli White off the bat. I thought that was a single for sure. Eli came streaking in and just caught that right above his shoelaces.
A 3-run bottom of the first inning for the Mets. And now it's Alvarez to the plate. He too homered last night. Now the Braves are going to step off and throw to third, saying that Nimmo left early. And he did not. Now the Braves want this to be reviewed. Vic Carapazza, the third base umpire, signaled safe. Then the Braves said, we want to challenge this.
Runner left early.
And that is the voice of Vic Carapazza, the third base umpire and crew chief. So we've not seen a replay on this, but we'll take a peek at it as soon as we get a chance to. Nimmo is going back to the bag. Looks like a pretty clean tag to me.
Yeah, I didn't notice him leave early, honestly, but you could see how he would make a mistake on that play. As I mentioned, I thought that ball was a single off the bat. Nimmo, veteran runner, very smart baseball player, making the right move to go back and tag. We'll see if he left early, though.
Well, the crowd just saw the video replay that we watched a few moments ago. And he was going back to the bag, had his left foot on the bag when the ball was caught by Eli White and then took off. So everything looked to be lined up to be in order there, and the run would count. It's a really nice catch by Eli White.
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering from this replay, is that was a heck of a play by Eli White. Carlos Carrasco's out there fighting for his life, and man, that play, if Eli was 1 inch shorter or his arm was 1 inch shorter, he's not catching that ball.
I mean, the back of his glove was touching the blades of grass when that ball went into the glove. Here we go.
The call on the field is confirmed. The runner did not leave early. Run scores. Atlanta loses their challenge.
Well, Vic Carapazza forgot to turn his microphone on, but he confirms that Nimmo did not leave early, and the run does score. And it's 3-0 New York here in the bottom of the first inning with 2 down. And that brings Alvarez to the plate. Inning is going double, walk, single, strikeout, walk, sac, fly. First and second, 2 down. Carrasco deals. Alvarez takes a slider low. When Carrasco really having a hard time locating anything. 20 balls, 16 strikes here in the first inning. 1-0 to Alvarez. There's a strike there. Got a slider over. Count even at 1.
Yeah, Carrasco's not getting the close calls. He's thrown 4 or 5 pitches that could have been called strikes, but when you're really erratic and not around the strike zone, you're just not going to get those calls.
Long glance to second. And the 1-1. Strike on the inside corner to Alvarez. He wasn't so sure about that. We mentioned that Alvarez homered twice last night, went 3 for 4. And since getting called back up from AAA, he's hitting .304 with 8 extra base hits, including 3 homers. And he's driven in 8 runs in his last 16 games. So he was able to fix whatever was ailing him at AAA. Takes a wild swing and a miss at a slider, and there's out number 3. But 8 Mets come to the plate, 3 runs score, 3 walks in the inning, 2 hits, and a sac fly. We go to the top of the second inning.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take 1 bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and fair.
Heroes.com, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey everybody, Buck Belue here. When the Braves don't play at 7, join me for the new Buck Belue Show here on The Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Mets 3, Braves nothing into the top of the second inning. It'll be Murphy, Harris, and White coming up with the Braves here in the second. This is the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. And our contestant tonight is Lamar Fowler. And Lamar will win $150 in free Marathon gas cards if the Braves steal a base here at the top of the second. And you can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. Sean Murphy to lead it off versus David Peterson. It'll be Murphy, Harris, and White, and looking to strike back after allowing 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning to the Mets. Mets have scored 16 runs in this series. We're only in the second inning of the second game. First pitch on the way to Murphy. That's in for a called strike. We're telling you about the lefty David Peterson out of Aurora, Colorado, 29 years old, and in his 6th season with the Mets. Sean Murphy takes a curveball that misses, 1-1. Peterson played his college ball at Oregon and got the school strikeout record by the time it was all said and done. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Murphy. And Murphy with a big bouncer out to third. Glove back of the bag by Brett Beatty. Loads and throws, and that's in time for the out. And one down. Peterson was drafted 20th overall in 2017. So while baseball ended up being the route for him, he spent much of his childhood in barns and stables. In fact, his father, Doug, was a horse trainer who trained the likes of Seattle Slew. And that's the horse that won the Triple Crown in 1977. There's the pitch on the way to Harris. And Harris sends one foul. So split up a lot of his time between riding horses and throwing baseballs, and turned into a pretty good little career in the big leagues for him.
I wonder if he's followed in the family business.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Harris sends one deep but fouled on the left field line, slicing into the seats. 0-2. That'd be a big boy on a horse, man. It'd be a big saddle.
No, not riding them, training them, or being around them, maybe just keeping horses. Do you remember the former Braves reliever Chad Sabatka?
I do.
He was here for a couple years.
Here's the 0-2 to Harris. Ball low and outside, 1-2.
You know, Chad was a young pitcher just making his way into the league, but he decided it'd be a good idea to buy a racehorse.
Uh-huh.
And I tried to tell him, hey, that's not a great idea, buddy. Those things eat money.
Here's the 1-2 to Harris. Michael with a soft tapper foul to the first base line.
And he assured me that this horse, it was, fractional ownership, and he only owned maybe a quarter of it. But throughout the season, he would start updating us on this horse's races, and it became a cool topic of conversation in the bullpen during games. And by the end of the year, I loved hearing about this horse. I was all for it.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Harris takes the ball low and outside. Was that the only horse he ever owned?
After he got traded away, that was his first horse, yes.
Okay.
He just decided to get into it in his mid-20s.
Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to Michael Harris. Harris with a little roller down the third baseline. May have splintered his bat. And he's testing out the integrity of that stick, and he's going to need a brand new bat. And that's another broken bat. Gorilla Glue for the toughest jobs on planet Earth, the official sponsor of broken bats. So Michael gets a brand new stick. 3-0 Mets, top of the second inning.
There's a horse and a glue joke in there somewhere, and I'm just not going to touch it for fear of PETA.
Two to Harris, and he swings and misses at a slider. First strikeout by Peterson. 2 up and 2 down here in the second inning.
Yeah, you could see that coming. The broken bat inside was on a sinker up and in, and really, really got deep in Michael's kitchen there. Naturally follow up that with a breaking ball going away. It's really hard to square that circle.
Eli White takes a called strike. White with a nice catch in the bottom of the first inning. The Mets picked up 3 runs, and Peterson pitching with a 3-run cushion. 0-1 to White, swung on, miss. Fastball riding in at 93. Peterson fans a black glove in front of his face. Wind up in the 0-2, misses upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. When Peterson's out of the windup, heels on the rubber, shoulders squared up to the plate, fans that glove right in front of his face, and just his eyes peeking over the top of that glove. Swivels and brings a 1-2, and down goes White looking at a curveball. So a 1-2-3 inning for David Peterson. We go to the bottom of the second inning, 3-0 Mets.
When we're in a deal on the entire Toyota lineup.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you.
Win up to $2 million with the Lucky...
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen. Ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right
during the 4 o'clock hour. Get all of the details at 680thefan.com.
Well, it's great to have you with us tonight. Wish we had better news. It's 3-0 Mets into the bottom of the second inning. And the Mets will have 9-1-2 coming up with Beatty, Lindor, and Soto. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you from Citi Field. Carrasco with 39 pitches in the first inning, and his first bullet fired during the second, fouled back by Beatty. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. 0-1 on Brett Beatty. Beatty a couple of hits, including a home run last night. Carrasco misses high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Interesting story on Carrasco. For the longest time, he's had the nickname Cookie. Lots of his teammates have called him Cookie through the years. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Brett Beatty is going to take a high strike, 1-2. And the story really isn't that complex. When he was with Cleveland, he had a teammate named Chris Perez. And Perez noticed that Carrasco would regularly eat milk and cookies in the clubhouse. And that's how it stuck. That was it. Maybe a favorite clubhouse snack. Some milk and cookies. 1-2 on Brett Beatty. Cookie brings the 1-2. Missed high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, it's a bad story, but a good nickname.
Well, it's one of those nicknames where everybody around Major League Baseball refers to him as such. And I've never heard anybody dig into where the nickname came from. Here's the 2-2 pitch, missed a little bit low. So I just had to know. All right, look, why in the world does everybody call you Cookie? And that's the story. Three and 2 on Brett Beatty. Payoff pitch. Smacked hard out to second. Backhanded by Ozzie. Throws over to first base for the out and 1 down. I mean, you got to eat a bunch of milk and cookies for that to eventually become a nickname. You don't just do that once or twice and somebody runs with it and says, hey, you're Cookie from now on.
Yeah, Chris Perez, what a blast from the past. He was one of my contemporaries. Remember, he ran into a little bit of trouble with the law because his dog was ordering cannabis products online. The dog's name was on the package, and he got in some trouble bad. He was the guy that was always entertaining. There's no doubt there.
Well, see, that would be a story that would more likely produce a nickname than what I just gave you.
Exactly.
1 down for Francisco Lindor. And Lindor takes a first pitch strike. 3-0 Mets. We're in the bottom of the second. 8 Mets came to the plate in the first inning. And Carrasco hoping for a much more streamlined second inning. 0-1 hit well into right field. And that liner's down for a base hit. Eli White plays it off 1 bounce, lobs it into Ozzie Albies. And Francisco Lindor has as many hits tonight as he had in his last 24 at-bats.
Carrasco's lucky. That was just a single. I personally have thrown that pitch twice to Francisco Lindor and received a new ball from the umpire afterwards. So good he kept it in the ballpark there.
Bat in the hands of Juan Soto. Takes a ball outside. Soto in his first season as a Met, batting .251. He has belted 28 homers. 67 RBIs. Lots of solo homers. Scored 84 times, and a deep drive to center field. Way back it goes. This will not be a solo homer. It's a 2-run shot by Soto just to the right of dead center. And it's now 5-0 in favor of the Mets. Well, Carrasco does now get a new ball. Homer number 29 for Soto. RBIs 68 and 69. And I couldn't even get it out of my mouth. You see that many home runs, now 29. You'd think there'd be more RBIs than that. Just goes to show how few times he's come to the plate with men on base where he's hit a home run.
Yeah, he's still one of the best hitters in the league. So, those numbers will get there eventually, especially if he keeps getting mistakes in the zone like that.
He's been doing his part. 5-0 Mets. There's a ball outside to Brandon Nimmo. From Carrasco, low and inside. Nimmo, one of those 3 walks in the first inning. Carrasco's 2-0, and Nimmo takes a strike.
You might see a little adjustment here from Carrasco. Last start against the Marlins, really struggled in the first and second inning, throwing mostly sinkers and sliders. He moved to more changeups and curveballs later in the game and then got a lot more outs. So maybe that's where we'll head here.
2-1, lifted into left center field, slicing down into the gap for a base hit. Michael Harris cuts it off in left center field, spins and fires it in. But by the time it bounces to Nick Allen, the cutoff man, it's a double for Brandon Nimmo. Harris was hustling hard into the gap to keep it from going to the wall, but even with his best effort, it's 2 bags for Nimmo. Nothing Mets. Here's Alonso, who drove in a couple of runs in the first inning. Carrasco goes back to work. Misses low and outside. Alonso set that franchise record last night. In fact, he had a 2 home run game. We're up to 254 career home runs. 1-0 to Alonso. And he'll take a strike. Good sinker on the outside corner. Mets were criticized by some today, be it on television or radio or through social media, for the time they took and pausing the game to celebrate Alonso's accomplishment last night. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Pete Alonso. And Alonso takes the ball low and inside. 2-1. And I'd love your thoughts on that. The celebration didn't seem excessive. It didn't seem like it went on longer than it needed to. But there are lots of folks who were critical of that last night. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And Alonso with a tapper up the third base line, rolling foul.
Yeah, I get where the commentators are coming from. The 253 homers, I believe, would only be best for 7th in Braves franchise history.
Correct.
So that is a low hurdle. Not to belittle the accomplishment, right? This is a proud franchise. I didn't think the celebration was excessive.
I agree with you.
And personally, as a pitcher, and I'm Spencer Strider, I'm really struggling last night. I would love a few extra pitches to get my bearings. So the celebration did go long enough where he got some extra warm-up pitches, and as a pitcher, I would love that. Just to get a few more pitches and hopefully find my location.
Mm-hmm. And then, hey, you might be thinking, look, I gave up the home run. If I don't like it, I shouldn't have given up the homer.
Then you consider Pete Alonso's got a player option this offseason at a reasonable rate. So maybe they're trying to keep him around for one more year.
Carrasco's 2-2. And Alonso takes the ball low and inside. We were chatting about that with C.J. Dukowski earlier today. And I think C.J. said there are only 2 franchises whose franchise record is lower than the home run total for Alonso. There's the 3-2 pitch on the way to Alonso. And Alonso skies one. Medium depth center field. White and Harris coming in. This will be Harris's ball in shallow center. And he's got it for the out.
Yeah, and that's a variety of factors of why that benchmark was so low. But the fact of the matter is, since Pete Alonso's been in the league, he has the 2nd most home runs of all players, second only to Aaron Judge. So pretty consistent power hitter. I don't see that. Some of those guys get the clicks and the views by saying controversial stuff.
Right. Yeah, as it was taking place, I never thought anything about it, that it was excessive by any means. And it wasn't until today, hearing some of that, where it made me think about what I had seen the night before. 5-0 Mets, bottom of the second. Pitch on the way to Jeff McNeil, slap foul. Well, Met fan got to see something last night that maybe we'll never see in our lifetimes, and that's a new franchise home run mark.
Yeah.
Because for somebody to break the Braves franchise home run mark, they're going to have to get after it. 733 by Hank Aaron in a Braves uniform. That'll be sent foul. Of course, finished with 755, but 733 coming as a Brave. Then you have Eddie Matthews in second place with 493. Chipper Jones with 468 in third place. And then to round out the rest of the top six, Dale Murphy, Andrew Jones, and Freddie Freeman. 0-2 to McNeil. Rocket down the right field line. That's a fair ball all the way into the corner and rattling the wall. In to score, Brandon Nimmo. It's a double by McNeil, and it's 6-0 Mets. This has been a laser show tonight by Mets hitters. Only in the second inning, and it's 6-0 New York. RBI number 35 this season for McNeil. Braves pitching coach Rick Kranitz. Oh, right there next to Snit on the steps of the dugout. Ball inside of Starling Marte. Braves have some action stirring in the bullpen now. Aaron Bummer against the toss in the Braves bullpen. 1-0 to Marte. And a ball inside. Marte, the seventh Met to the plate here in the bottom of the second inning. They sent 8 to the plate in the first inning. And the 2-0, a strike on the inside corner. Marte batting .276 on the season. Still a lot of power in his bat. 6 home runs this year. 2-1, huge swing and a miss at a changeup. 2-2. McNeil, small lead at second. And the 2-2 pitch. That'll be gently tapped back to the mound. Carrasco has it, throws to first base for the final out. But another big inning for the Mets as 7 come to the plate. 3-run score on 4 hits. No errors and a man left. We go to the top of the...
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen, ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com and start driving and saving like a...
2 innings behind us. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. It's 6-0 Mets. Braves will be sending up Alvarez, Allen, and Profar here in the top of the 3rd inning. So the Mets with a 3-run first, 3 more in the 2nd. They about hit the Braves 6-1. Peterson has been throwing darts. 27 pitches, 21 strikes. That's exactly what the Mets want with a big lead. Have him throw strikes. Pitch misses out of Nacho Alvarez.
Yeah, he's got to be feeling good with the 6-run cushion. He's a guy that's usually pretty efficient with his pitches, getting the ball on the ground early in counts, getting quick outs.
1-0 to Alvarez. He cuts it loose. Missed the sinker. 1-1. Nacho with a couple of base hits last night. Had the 2 RBI double in the 4th inning. Scored a run. His first 2 career RBIs. He'll lift one towards foul territory down the first baseline. Make it 1-2 now on Nacho.
Now, do we know the story on how Nacho got his nickname?
Yeah, his first name's Ignacio.
Okay.
Common nickname for the name Ignacio.
There we go.
You wanted a better story than that, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
I was chatting with Nacho about that during spring training. Here's the 1-2. Going to be bounced foul. And I said, does anybody call you Ignacio? He said, no. He said, it's my whole life I've been Nacho. Huh. I just put that on the birth certificate, but nobody's in my family or any of my friends have ever called me that. Just Nacho. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way to Nacho Alvarez. Takes the ball high and outside. Well, after an hour, 35-minute rain delay and talking about cookies and nachos, I'm looking for some goodies right about now.
By Chris Perez's line of reasoning, all 3 of my kids should be known as Nacho.
2-2 to Alvarez. And he missed up at end 3-2.
Yeah, you go to a restaurant, one of them can't read, one of them's just learning to read, and you tell them what's on the menu. If you say nachos, man, it's like, yeah, I'll take that.
Done.
Like, how many chips can you eat, kid?
3-2. And Alvarez takes a called 3rd strike. Sinker right at the bottom of the zone. And that's a tough call against the rookie. 3rd straight strikeout for Peterson. Folks, you need all the energy you can get for game day. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget. And we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. Ball poked foul down to our right. And an 0-1 count on Nick Allen, who rounds out the bottom of the Braves order. 6 runs on 6 hits for the Mets. No runs, 1 hit for the Braves. Top of the 3rd inning, and the 0-1 pitch. Cuts it loose and missed the slider. And 2 on Allen. Base is empty, 1 down, and the 0-2 pitch on the way from the southpaw. And Allen with a ground ball deep in the hole, backhanded short by Lindor. Long throw and a terrible one. And safe at first base is Allen. That drew Alonso down the line close to the plate just to glove it. So he was giving it everything that he had at short, trying to get that throw over. But that was a challenging play with a jump throw, and the throw was well off the mark.
Yeah, good job, Nick Allen, getting the bat on the ball there. That was that same slider he swung over the previous pitch. Now, Peterson going there for the strikeout. Nick Allen put the ball in play, got himself an infield single.
Back to the top of the order to Jurickson Profar, who singled in the 1st inning. Peterson sends one up there and a bouncer up the middle, and that finds a hole. Allen around 2nd base, keeps digging for 3rd base. The throw goes to the cutoff man, Lindor. And 1st to 3rd for Allen on the single by Profar. And a 2-for-2 night for Jurickson now. Well, last night the Braves found themselves trailing 5-1 and then came to life with a 4-run 4th inning, came back to tie the game. Unfortunately, they would not score the rest of the game, and the Mets scored in just about every inning after that. And the Mets won 13-5, but the Braves hoping for a comeback in this one. And maybe this could be the inning where they put a dent in that line by Peterson. One down for Matt Olson. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here it is to Olson. That'll be swung on and fouled off.
You know, we've been talking all night about how tough Peterson is. Well, the guy standing in the box, Matt Olson, has seen him pretty well. He's 5 for 19, and 4 of those 5 hits are home runs. So when he hits them, they go a long way. So big opportunity right here to get back in this game.
Yeah, certainly put some air in the sails of the Braves right now. 0-2. Way outside. Check that. That was an 0-1 pitch and a 1-1 count. Yeah, Matt is slugging .895 in his career versus Peterson. And what makes that even more impressive, it's a left-on-left matchup, like you mentioned. That's really good work by Olson. Chance to drive in a run, put the Braves on the board. 1-1 pitch, and a strike there. Matt doesn't like that call, but right on the outside corner. Peterson doing a pretty efficient job of living right on the edges of the plate here early. Two, and a curveball misses low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, what makes those numbers even more impressive is that Peterson's so tough on lefties that, you know, he faces 3-1 right-handed to left-handed batters. So managers know, hey, this guy's tough on those southpaws. I'm going to put all my righties in there. Matt, one of the few that can handle them.
2-2 to Olson. And he'll swing and foul one off. Stays alive by fouling off that sinker. Tell you what, for a Wednesday night, after an hour, 35-minute rain delay, the crowd has really turned up. Big crowd tonight. Last night they announced just shy of 40,000. Could be in that same neighborhood tonight. 2-2 to Olson. Check swing. They appeal, and he did not commit. Held back on that sinker. That was in the hands of Vic Carapazza, third base umpire. Olson swinging the stick to the tune of a .263 average. Profar, big lead over at first base. He takes off. Olson swings and misses. Throw down to second base. It's a high throw. And Jurickson Profar is in there. So Jurickson with the steal. You don't see that too often versus Peterson.
No, you don't. You know, he's only given up one. That's actually only the second stolen base of the season for him. And in his career, only allowed 8 stolen bases, now 9, in 587 innings pitched.
Man.
And Braves fans think back just a few years ago to Max Fried, one of the best pickoff moves in the league. This guy's right up there with Max. Actually, the very best at preventing stolen bases during his time in the major leagues.
Great move and a lefty. Really tough to run on him. So 2 down for Ozuna. Braves trailing 6-0 in the top of the third. Ozuna takes a first pitch fastball high. Ozuna with a fielder's choice back in the first inning. Base hit, cut into that lead and pick up a couple of runs. Profar at second, Allen at third. 1-0's off the plate, 2-0. Mentioned that Olson has 19 homers. So does Ozuna, as those two are tied for the team lead. 2-1 to Ozuna. Missed with a curveball. 3-0. And if he walks him, that would load him up for Ozzie Albies. Looking for a way to get back into this game. Trailing 6-0 in the top of the third. This will be Peterson's 49th pitch. 3-0. Ozuna takes a strike. Ozuna with 76 walks this season. Count in his favor. The 3-1 pitch on the way from Peterson. And there is ball 4. Walk number 77. And that leads the team. In fact, he has 6 more than Matt Olson.
Just thinking about what we just saw. You know, we were talking about how good Peterson is at preventing stolen bases. And he's been hammering the strike zone tonight, just been filling it up. And as soon as Jurickson Profar stole second base, you get a 5-pitch walk to Marcell Ozuna. I wonder if he's hasn't been able to move on past not really paying attention to Jurickson Profar. You know, guys that are good at holding base runners really take a lot of pride in it. I remember Max Fried, we already mentioned, would get very frustrated when guys would steal because he felt like he didn't do enough to keep him close to the base and give his catcher a chance to throw him out.
So it could have rattled him right there.
Yeah. Usually it's a home run or, you know, a hard hit that rattles a pitcher. Maybe it's stolen bases that rattles David Peterson.
Well, the bases are loaded, 2 down for Ozzie Albies. Last night, the Mets had 2-out base hit after 2-out base hit. Braves right here need one badly. Base hit would at least get the Braves on the board. First pitch on the way to Ozzie, and he'll swing and bounce one to third. Smothered by Beatty, up with it, throws across the diamond and beats Ozzie by a stride. Well, that took a hop off his chest, but the third baseman stayed on top of it. And that ends the top of the third inning. Braves load them up and leave them loaded.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen, ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com.
Send you to see the season opener in Colorado. Listen for your chance to qualify weekdays during our 4 o'clock hour on Chuck and Chernoff on 680 The Fan.
Mets 6, Braves 0 as we head into the bottom of third here at Citi Field. Those 6 runs coming by way of Carlos Carrasco. His wildness had 3 walks already contributing to that 6-run lead. Brian Snitker has seen enough, brings on the lefty, Aaron Bummer. Aaron last pitched in the second game of doubleheader on Saturday, throwing an inning and 2/3, picking up a hold, giving up 2 hits and 1 earned run. So it looks like that bullpen's going to get some work here tonight.
Well, and that's where it comes in handy that the Braves just had to use Austin Cox last night. Cedric Mullins takes one up and in, just about hit him. First pitch sinker got away from Bummer. It's 7-8-9 for the Mets here in the bottom of the third inning. Mullins, Alvarez, and Beatty. A 6-0 lead for New York. I don't know how that missed his shoulder, to be quite honest. Mullins taking his time climbing back in. Northside Hospital for a healthier future together. Look to Northside. 1-0 to Mullins. No foul, one back. Mullins, a dangerous hitter. Look, he's got a .227 average, but a very talented hitter. And a guy that had some good seasons in Baltimore before being traded to New York. 1-1 pitch, called strike. I think when it came to the deadline, lots of folks were focused on the moves the Mets made for their bullpen, but this is a pretty solid move as well.
Yeah, they wanted to fortify center field specifically, get a better defender out there.
1-2 low and outside, 2-2.
And Mullins has pop, he can run. And a very pesky hitter. Sees over 4 pitches per at bat. 9th best in the major league. So a guy who's going to get his money's worth in the box.
2-2. Just missed outside with a sweeper.
And you mentioned he was with the Orioles. That's the team I was with when I met Cedric. Every spring, minor leaguers would come up to face the major leaguers in live batting practice. And man, did he give me the business one year.
3-2 pitch. That'll be line in the air deep down the left field line. Profar to his right runs it down. Makes the catch about 30 feet from the foul line. And one down in the third inning.
So, we're facing these minor leaguers. We don't know who they are. They got 2 flaps on their helmet, no names on their back, and, he digs in the box, and you're trying to get him out. It's like a live at bat, and I must have thrown him 11 or 12 pitches, and finally I was like, Buck Showalter was the manager. I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
I just could not get him out.
Alvarez takes the ball low and outside. So it just took one at bat for him to make an impression on you.
Yeah, and I was throwing, a lot of good pitches, my best stuff that normally gets major leaguers out. And we chatted afterwards. I said, that guy's got a pretty good chance.
Mm-hmm. Strike call at the bottom of the zone. Count even 1-1 on Alvarez. Well, time called as Alvarez requested. We mentioned the numbers boost for Alvarez since coming back from AAA. Got his average up to 253. And there towards the end of June, he was really struggling. They sent him down to AAA, and since coming back up, his bat has caught fire. 1-1 from Bummer. Check swing. They appeal. He did go.
Boy, he takes a big swing, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
One of his homers in particular last night was a moonshot to right center.
1-2 pitch. Low and outside. Really strong lad. He's a catcher out of Venezuela. And he would say that a lot of his strength came from when he was a boy and going to the construction job site with his father time to time. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Alvarez swings and got a P-dump, missed it altogether, but it was dropped by Murphy. Picks it up and puts the tag on Alvarez. And 2 down, but finishing the story. He said from a very young age, his dad was in construction, and he was going to the construction site with his dad and carrying cinder blocks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That'll make a man out of you.
Yeah. And just, comparing him to Mullins, the type of hitters they are, when I was a pitcher, I would prefer to face a guy with a big swing that wanted to swing the bat as opposed to a pesky guy with a flat swing.
Brett Baty takes a ball inside.
The chance for damage is much higher, right? That home run probability probably a lot higher with Alvarez with the big swing, but just a little bit more predictable in the box.
That makes sense. 1-0 to Baty. Ground ball out to Ozzy's right. He dives, can't get there. Out of his reach and a base hit rolling across the grass of right center. Baty has his first hit of the night. And just like last night, that elusive 1-2-3 inning just doesn't exist for the Braves. Went 2 up and 2 down within a single by Baty. Now back to the top of the order to Francisco Lindor. It's 6-0 Mets as we're in the bottom of the third inning. Lindor 2 for 2 with a single, a double, and 2 runs scored. Batting from the right side against the lefty Bummer. And a ball outside, 1-0. Well, the Mets are looking for consecutive wins for the first time since they won 7 straight, July 20th through 27th. They've lost 11 of their last 13, but won last night. That'll be fouled off. So they have really been battling to put back-to-back wins together. Braves would say, we know your pain. That's been the issue for the Braves pretty much all year. Braves actually had a 3-game winning streak entering this series before losing last night 13-5. Trailing 6-0 tonight. Bummers 1-1. Way outside. 2 balls and a strike. Well, the Brewers won again. They've won 12 straight. I guess 12 was the number of the day for them. Their 12th consecutive win. They scored 12 runs on 12 hits and beat the Pirates 12-5. 2-1. Big chopper to short, taken on the second hop, chest high by Allen. Cuts it loose across the diamond. That's in time of the out on a 6-3 put out at first base. That ends the bottom of the third inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're all.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take 1 bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen, ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com and start driving and saving like a
Top of the fourth inning. It's a 6-0 lead for the Mets. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Atlanta Braves radio network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Into the top of the fourth inning. It'll be Murphy, Harris, and White due up for the Braves. That's the same portion of the order that came up in the second inning. They went down 1-2-3. 6 runs on 7 hits for the Mets. No runs on 3 hits for the Braves. So Murphy digging in there, facing David Peterson. Peterson back to work, and Murphy takes the ball up and in. One 1-0 pitch. Murphy takes the ball low. We're talking about the Brewers. They defeated the Pirates 12-5, keeping pace with the Brewers and the Cubs. They defeated the Blue Jays 4-1. Those two teams separated by, 7.5 games now, which is wild. They're in the Central. There's a ball inside. Meanwhile, the Mariners have been on fire. They've won 8 games in a row entering the action today, and they're currently tied with the Orioles, 1 apiece in the 7th inning in Baltimore. 3-0 to Murphy, and there's a leadoff walk here in the 4th inning. In fact, the Astros and Mariners tied for first place in the American League West entering the action today.
That'll be a fun race to watch down to the wire. I think a lot of players around the league root for the Mariners a little bit. You know, it's just a team that hasn't gotten to the World Series. Love to see that.
Michael Harris swings and fouls off the first pitch.
You know, obviously, if it doesn't come at the expense of your team, but there's some teams you get tired of winning, right? Nobody's rooting for the Dodgers to make it again,
right?
Except for the guys in that clubhouse.
Oh, 1 to Harris. Big chopper, right side, finds a hole, base it into right field. Murphy holds at second base, and a single by Michael. So the Braves have a walk and a single and have something going here in the top of the 4th inning.
That's his 3rd base hit into the 4-hole here in this series. He had his 4th consecutive multi-hit night last night, looking to make that 5 here with 1 more.
Just been so delightful to see the turnaround for Harris.
Yeah, it has.
I mean, he could not have been flying any lower than he was. And his numbers have drastically gone up and spiked even, you might say. Runners at first and second. No one out for Eli White. White takes a healthy cut, but a miss at a first pitch fastball. 6-0 Mets in the top of the 4th inning. A chance to finally put a tally up there on the board. Eli 0 for 1. He'll foul one back 0-2. You know, going back to your comment about the Mariners, I think that's something that people are excited about looking at the division races around Major League Baseball now, is how many of those teams that aren't traditional powerhouses, aren't traditional franchises that you typically see in October, are in the mix.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun to see some new teams in that situation.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch on the way to Eli White. And Eli swings and misses at a curveball that wipes out.
Well, say the Mariners do continue the success and make it to the World Series, and it's going to make for some interesting travel.
Yes.
It's just about the longest flight you could take in the major leagues, especially if you're playing an East Coast team. That would be a challenge.
One out for Nacho Alvarez. And like we mentioned, the Padres and the Dodgers tied in the West entering the action today. Astros and Mariners tied entering today. There's a ball low. You have the Guardians slowly creeping up on the Tigers in the Central. Entering the action today, those two teams separated by 5.5 games. At one point, the Tigers had a 12-game lead over Cleveland. 1-0 to Nacho. That'll miss outside. The Blue Jays have a 4.5-game lead over the Red Sox. Both those teams were defeated today. The Yankees have fallen to third place. They're 6 games back of division-leading Toronto. 6-0 Mets our score here. Nacho trying to change that. 2-0 is outside, 3-0. And those are just the division races. I mean, the wild cards, of course, are going to be very wild all the way through the finish. Outside, ball 4. So he has walked Nacho Alvarez, had to load the bases for Nick Allen. I'm just looking for some good contact somewhere and get the Braves on the board and then get it back to the top of the order.
Yeah, David Peterson right around middle of the pack in terms of walk rate, but it's so strange that the first 2 innings he was pounding the strike zone, as we mentioned. Then that stolen base, Jurickson Profar. Since then, 3 walks in the last 2 innings, and that's what it's going to take for these Braves to get back in this game is some mistakes by Peterson. Just got to get that big hit and get some tallies on the board.
Well, 2 this inning, 2 walks here in the 4th inning. He has 3 for the game. Well, all the walks by Peterson have come since the stolen base by Profar.
Yep.
You mentioned that could have rattled him. Well, Nick Allen batting with the bases loaded, 1 out. And the Braves calling upon their number 9 hitter to find a way to get them on the board. He brings with him a .224 average. He's singled back in the 3rd inning. Steadies the bat. And here comes Peterson. Allen swings and ropes one foul. That whizzed right over the head of Sean Murphy and ended up on top of the tarp. Murphy had to duck out of the way with that low bridge liner coming right at him. He'll swing and miss at a slider down. Suddenly nothing and 2 on Allen. On deck, Jurickson Profar, who is 2 for 2. But for this Braves team, who got punched in the mouth tonight, giving up 3 runs in the 1st and 3 more in the 2nd, desperately looking to land a punch of their own here in the 4th inning. Lefty Peterson set right at the letters. He'll kick and fire. 0-2 missed high and outside with a sinker. One-two pitch. Allen sends one foul into the second deck along the right field line. No, you fall behind 6-0. You want a chance to get back into the game. When they load the bases and give you 2 walks, this is your chance. Allen studying the southpaw Peterson. 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball sent into the lower bowl of the stadium down the right field line. Hanging in there, fighting with Peterson. A 1-2 count. Peterson up to 69 pitches, 44 strikes. He has 5 strikeouts. He's walked 3. That is 1-2 to the plate. Missed up and in with a fastball. The count level 2-2.
4 out of 5 of Peterson's strikeouts have been on curveballs or sliders. He's trying to throw them back foot to these Braves right-handed hitters. See if he tries to go there against Nick.
A Brave at every base. One down on the 2-2. Fouled off again, this time over the Mets dugout, down the first base line. Allen putting up a fight here. He examines his bat and then taps three corners of the plate with the end of the bat. Pinwheels the bat and now resting it on his right shoulder. 2-2 pitch. Low and away in the dirt, knocked down by Alvarez, and the count runs full. Now Peterson runs the risk of walking in a run. And if he does that, it would be his third walk of the inning and his fourth of the game. In fact, he's walked 2 of the last 4 batters he's faced and 3 of the last 6. And now Allen looking for something that he can drive right here. Runners take their leads 3-2. And he misses with ball 4, a sinker away, and that's how the Braves plate their first run of the game. It's a bases-loaded walk, an RBI the easy way for Allen, and it's now 6-1 Mets here in the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, really an outstanding at-bat by Nick Allen to work a walk and get himself an RBI there. He really felt like he was in control of that at-bat, taking some close pitches, fouling off the ones that were too close to take, and really putting up a great fight to get the Braves on the board.
Well, mound visit as pitching coach Jeremy Hefner is out there for the second time. So Peterson has walked 2 in a row, 3 of his last 5, and 4 of the last 7 he has faced.
Yeah, this is what we talked about early in the game, how he has been the Mets' most consistent starter. You know, 5 out of his last 6 outings have been quality starts, and he's gone 6 innings in all of those. So you'd think with spotted a 6-0 lead that he would just put it in cruise control, but he has completely lost command of the strike zone.
Right-hander Reed Garrett now throwing in the Mets bullpen. For Peterson, his season high in walks is 5, and he did that versus the Blue Jays all the way back on April the 6th. So back to the top of the order. Bases loaded, 1 down for Jurickson Profar, who's 2 for 2. First pitch to Jurickson. He connects and ropes one down the left field line, on the line, and a fair ball. This is going to wipe the bags clean. Harris, Alvarez, and Allen all score. It's a 3 RBI double by Jurickson Profar, and with 1 swing of the stick, the Braves are right back into the game. It is now a 6-4 game, and the tying run will come to the plate for the Braves here in the 4th inning.
Boy, 3 hits tonight for Jurickson Profar, and I think he's seen 4 total pitches. The last 2 at-bats offering at the first pitch. See something he likes, he lets it fly. Plates 3 runs there, gets the Braves right back in this ballgame.
Making them pay for the walks. As 4 runs have been plated here in the 4th inning. And now it's Matt Olson to the plate, who's 0 for 2. Base hit could make it a 1-run game. A homer ties us up. And Olson takes a ball low. Peterson really trying to dig deep and find himself. He had a 6-0 lead. And what doesn't bother him so much as the double is these walks. And Olson swings and sends one foul over by the Braves dugout. Coming over Beatty at the railing. Can't get there. That's in the Braves dugout. And a 1-1 count on the Braves first baseman. RBIs 17, 18, and 19 for Profar. We mentioned Olson's solid career numbers versus Peterson. Trying to boost those numbers right here. 1-1 pitch. And a called strike. Nick Lentz is the home plate umpire. That was strike 2, and he just rung up Olson. He forgot what the count was. So a very dramatic strike 2 call by Nick Lentz. Here's the 1-2 on the way to Matt Olson. Olson takes the ball low and outside. I'd imagine that'd have to be about the most embarrassing thing an umpire can have happen to him. That unless you just tumble over or have a ball hit right at you on a foul ball that you look out of place or unathletic. 2-2. Olsen takes the ball inside, 3-2. Mets 6, Braves 4, top of the 4th inning. Here's the 80th pitch of the game by Peterson. And he missed inside for ball 4, his 5th walk of the night. And that ties his season worst. And here comes Carlos Mendoza. So imagine that. Peterson, an all-star this year, given a 6-run lead. And he won't even hang around to finish the 4th inning. And the Mets make the Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen. And Peterson just looking off.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
You have a chance to win Braves tickets at noon and qualify for a trip to see Georgia Tech's opener in Colorado during the 4 o'clock hour. Get all of the details at 680thefan.com.
That's 6, Braves 4, as we are still in the top of the 4th. Just one down here. Surprising turn of events. David Peterson, Mets all-star starter, handed a 6-0 lead and then has his shortest outing in quite some time, going just 3 1/3 innings pitched, surrendering 5 hits, 4 runs thus far. He is responsible for 2 runners on base, 5 walks, this is shocking, and 5 strikeouts. On to relieve him, 32-year-old right-hander Reed Garrett, having a pretty good year. ERA sitting at a cool 2.64. He's inherited 30 runners, and 12 of them have scored. He's got 2 more here, 2 ducks on the pond.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. And Ozuna takes a ball high. Well, it's August the 13th, and Ozuna wearing number 20 down there in the box. And that's a good reminder to wish a happy birthday to Mark Lemke. It's his birthday today. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Ozuna. There's a ball inside. Of course, Limmer, one of our favorites altogether, and wore that number. Hope Limmer's having a good night and enjoying a good birthday. 2 balls and no strikes on Ozuna. 2-0. That misses low. 3 balls, no strikes. See if he's taken all the way right here. Runners at first and second, 3-0. And he takes a strike. By the way, the last time that Peterson had more than 5 walks in a game, you'd have to go back to August the 15th, 2023, when he walked 6 against the Pirates. And he was really struggling with wildness tonight. 3-1, a huge swing and a miss by Ozuna. Missed the sweeper, and Garrett has battled back to push it full.
Garrett's got some nasty stuff. That fastball, sinking fastball, about 97. Predominant usage, most used pitch is the cutter, about 30% of the time. That pitch comes in about 93. Also, that sweeper Marcell just swung through to go with a split and a 4-seamer. Big-time strikeout numbers, and that's what he's sniffing right here is a strikeout.
Braves trailing 6-4 in the top of the 4th. Runners at first and second, 1 down. And now time called by Garrett. Ozuna doesn't even lead the box. Just studying Garrett. Steadies the bat behind his right ear. 3-2 pitch. And Ozuna going to loop one into left center field, and that'll splash in for a base hit. Rounding third, coming to the plate, Profar. Olson goes first to third. It's now a one-run game on the RBI single by Marcell Ozuna. And it's turned into a 5-run fourth inning for the Braves. Just shows you how strong he is. Got that right off the end of the bat. And able to lift it over the infield and drop it down there between Nimmo and Mullins for the base hit.
Yeah, strong is a good word there. That was right off the end cap. Might need a little Gorilla Glue for that one as well. But picked himself up an RBI. That bat died a hero.
Now a chance to tie the game. Ozzie Albies, the 9th Brave to the plate here in the 4th inning. Braves are down 6-0 entering the top of the 4th inning. And now it's a 6-5 game, only one down. The only out was when Eli White struck out in the 4th inning. Ozzie takes a called strike. That run charged to Peterson. And Olson at third base, also Peterson's responsibility should he score. 0-1 to Ozzie. He swings and misses at a cutter. Well, just like last night, the Braves battling back. Sac fly could tie the game. Infield is playing back. Here's the 0-2. Ozzie bounces one foul on the right field line. Got to stay out of a double play, that's for sure. So you want contact, but Garrett thinking one thing, get the ball on the ground, turn 2. Ozzie could be a tough one to turn it over on as he's batting from the left side. Right-hander Garrett brings the 0-2, and Ozzie takes a splitter outside. Make it 1-2 on Albies. Ozzie's sitting on 9 homers this year. That would be sweet to see him park one out of here. 1-2. And a called third strike on a terrible call by Nick Lentz. Ozzie argues that was up and away. And Lentz just straight up missed that one. That never had the zone. Goodness. So 2 down in the inning.
Yeah, you don't see Ozzie take too many close ones. He doesn't strike out a lot because he swings a lot. So normally he would pull the trigger there. Just missed one there on the umpire. Sometimes that does happen.
His inning started with a leadoff walk to Murphy. Now a chance to drive in a run, tie the game up. First pitch to Murphy and a ball low and inside. Either way, the 5 runs the Braves have scored, and should they score even more, easily our truest play of the game as the Braves are down 6-0. Now we got our game on our hands. 1-0 to Murphy. Taken for a strike. This big inning brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC. Ball to strike on Murphy. Right-hander Garrett slightly slumping over out there on the mound. And there's 1-1 to the plate. Low and outside. Good stop by Alvarez. Kept that from going to the backstop. Alvarez sends a brand new pearl out there to the red-bearded right-hander Reed Garrett. Braves have 3 hits in the inning. There have been 4 walks. 2 balls and a strike. Murphy lays off the cutter away. Count now in his favor, 3-1. Olson takes a lead at third, just looking for a lift home. And Murphy trying to deliver. He spins the 3-1 to the plate. And he misses low and outside for ball 4. That is the 5th walk allowed this inning by Mets pitchers. And they've just completely lost the zone.
Yeah, I bet Mets manager Carlos Mendoza is just pulling his hair out right now. Reed Garrett, best guy in his bullpen against righties. They're only hitting 167 off him this year and 071 in this building, and he just walked one and gave up a hit to Marcell Ozuna. So this kind of personifies the way the Mets have been playing during that 7-game losing streak. Just anything that can go wrong for them is going wrong. Braves have to take advantage of it when they can.
Well, Michael Harris singled earlier this inning. He gets a base hit right here. The Braves at least tie the game. First pitch to Harris is over for a strike. Came at him with a 98-mile-an-hour sinker. Harris has boosted the average up to 245. He's driven in 55 runs. And a base hit right here would be a big one for the Braves. 0-1 to Harris. Missed low with a splitter. These Braves batters done a pretty good job of recognizing that Garrett splitter and lay it off. Murphy at first, Ozuna at second, Olsen at third. 2 down, top of the fourth. Braves trailing 6-5. 1-1 smacked in the air. Deep center field. Flying back to the wall. It's a grand slam. Michael Harris to the deepest part of the yard with a big city bomb. And the Braves take the lead on the grand slam by Harris. What a shot by Michael. It is now 9-6 Braves in the fourth as it's turned into a 9-run fourth inning. What a display.
Boy, he is red hot. Matches the color of his jersey. That ball was crushed. 5th multi-hit game in a row. Picked up 4 RBIs there. Say what you want about these last 2 nights. There's been plenty of offense for these fans and our listeners, man.
Unbelievable. Eli White swings and misses. Mercy, what an inning. A 9-run fourth. And these fans here in Queens are absolutely dumbfounded. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And White sends one foul. We thought we were seeing something wild when we saw the Braves score 8 times in an inning in Cincinnati. They've scored 9 runs here in the 4th inning. That home run by Harris. First of the night for the Braves. There's the 0-2 pitch on the way to Eli White. White takes a ball low. That means you're going to save $75 at least on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters tomorrow only. Plus a free alignment, a free oil change. Stay tuned for the Hyundai post-game show to see how much you'll save tomorrow at Tire Discounters. Visit braves.tirediscounters.com to learn more. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Eli White. And a ball low and outside, 2-2. These Mets fans have experienced an entire range of emotions here in about the last 30 minutes. 2-2, and White wipes out going after a sweeper. And that ends the top of the 4th inning. A dozen Braves come to the plate, and the delight of listening to Mets fans boo never gets old. A 9-run frame. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 9-6 Braves.
Swing into action this baseball season with Prize Picks, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This summer, stay cool and hydrated with the official water of Major League Baseball, Primo Brands. With Primo Brands water delivery, you get premium hydration from trusted brands like Zephyr Hills, Pure Life, and Saratoga, delivered right to your door. Stock up for the game or just keep everyone refreshed. Still, sparkling or flavored, there's something for everyone. And the best part, you call the shots. Whether you need a few cases or a few weeks supply, Primo's flexible delivery fits your schedule. So step step up to the plate. Hydrate like a pro with Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah and Farah, we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. I mean, this game has been all over the road, and folks, we've only played 3.5 frames. So if you're looking for some late night entertainment, we got it for you here in Queens. It's a 9-6 Braves lead as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. Juan Soto to lead off versus Aaron Bummer. And Bummer fires a strike over the inside corner. Picked a bad night for my voice to go out. Hopefully I got a voice left tomorrow. 9-6 Atlanta. Pitch on the way to Soto. There's a strike on the outside corner. Yeah. Well, think about how different this inning looks like for Bummer compared to the one he came in an inning ago.
Yeah, he came in mop-up work, and now he's spotted a 3-run lead. This is just a wild ball game.
0-2 to Soto, misses 1-2.
And with both bullpens in the game, it's likely going to be wild the rest of the way. I mean, the Braves bullpen has pitched well as of late. Mets have been scuffling a little.
Soto check swing, and he did go for strike 3. Good sweeper there. And Soto just walks back to the first base dugout frustrated.
Did not complain at all. You know, I get a little hot under the collar when he complains, so I got to acknowledge that time he did not complain.
He might have known you'd be up here tonight.
I'm sure he cares a lot.
And he didn't want to hear Darren O'Day on his case again. I mean, there have been a few times he said something where the translation was, sit down.
Yeah, right.
One down for Brandon Nimmo. And a good start here in the Tidal Wave Auto Spa inning. Nimmo takes the ball high. Tidal Wave Auto Spa making Braves country clean car country all season long. And if the Braves pitch a scoreless fourth inning tonight, Tidal Wave will offer half off the Best Wash membership tomorrow. Ball low. Learn more at TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves. Tell you what, clean innings have been hard to come by in this series. Hopefully Bummer can deliver one. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Nimmo takes a strike. Bummer's 2-1. Nimmo with a slicer into the seats down the left field line.
Let's see, we're sitting at 33 runs right now in 12.5 innings played. So a lot of action happening here.
This is already probably the least favorite series of the two pitching coaches, Rick Kranitz and Jeremy Hefner. That pitch just missed. 3-2 on Nimmo. I mean, you get a series like this, these pitching coaches won't sleep. Bummer's 3-2, fouled back.
I will say this continues the trend of the Braves offense being able to put up, some big numbers. Started in that Miami series. Even last night, 5 runs. Tonight, 9 in 1 inning.
3-2, chopped off the plate, right back to Bummer. Glove, spins, throws low, but Olsen able to dig it out. And 2 away here in the 4th inning. Man, the energy in this place now compared to what it was 45 minutes ago could not be any more different. I mean, this place was bouncing about an hour ago. And there have been stretches here over the last 10 minutes where it's been like a funeral procession. So 2 down for Pete Alonso. And Alonso takes a strike on the outside corner. Alonso put the Mets on the board with a 2 RBI single in the first inning. 0-1, swung on, missed. Pretty good looking curveball down in the dirt, nothing in 2. Well, if he can get Alonso and turn in a 1-2-3 inning, given how things have gone in this series, you might say that the 1-2-3 inning is just as miraculous as the 9-run top of the inning. That'll be fouled off. Because we saw nothing resembling that at all last night. Make it an 0-2 count on Pete Alonso. Southpaw Bummer set right at the belly. 0-2 pitch. Low and inside. Got him on the foot. That was a curveball that got him right in the toe.
Well, it's too good to be true, Ben. No 1-2-3 inning there.
Well, just to be that close.
Yeah.
Feels pretty good in itself. 2 down for Jeff McNeil. McNeil with an RBI double back in the second inning. Also a strikeout in the first inning. Bummer back to work, and McNeil takes a called strike. 9 runs on 7 hits, no errors for the Braves. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Mets. Both teams into their bullpens. Neither starter hung around all that long at all. 0-1 to McNeil. A reach and a miss at a curveball, an 0-2 count.
Yeah, that Bummer curveball looks pretty good tonight. You don't see Jeff McNeil take awkward swings like that too often.
McNeil struck out swinging in the first. Check swing. They appealed. Didn't go. Vic Carapazza had the decision in his hands, and McNeil laid off. After McNeil, it would be Marte. One-two outside. Sweeper away, missed. The 9-run 4th inning. The story of this game. Mets scored 3 in the first, 3 more in the second, had a 6-0 lead, a commanding 6-0 lead. And then the Braves with a 9 hung up on the board in the 4th. 2-2 low and outside, 3-2. Alonso with the lead. He'll take off here. And the 3-2 pitch just outside of McNeil. So with 2 down, a walk and a hit batter. And that brings Marte to the plate. He represents the tying run.
The 3rd inning of this game, neither team scored. Last night we only had 2 innings where neither team scored. That was the 8th inning and the 9th inning where the Mets didn't even bat. So not too many double goose eggs going up on that big scoreboard here at Citi Field.
Man, no kidding. Meeting at the mound, and Sean Murphy goes out there to visit with Aaron Bummer. Braves battery trying to get on the same page. This game is coming up on the 2-hour mark, and we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. This is after an hour, 35-minute rain delay. Marte takes the ball low and inside.
Yeah, the Mets have double barrel action in their bullpen. Right-hander Ryan Stanek and right-hander Paul Blackburn. Likely Stanek would come in the game if the Mets do get closer or take the lead.
Marte takes a strike. Well, both managers in their minds right now. Yeah. On one hand, you're playing this thing inning by inning, batter by batter.
Yeah.
As wild and all over the road as this game has been, it's been very erratic. But at the same time, you're managing, thinking who you have available. That one comes inside and just missed hitting Marte. And you're thinking about the different hurlers you're going to have to use just to get through 9 tonight.
Right. And not very often do we see double barrel action. 2 guys warming up at the same time in the 4th inning.
4th inning.
Well, that's where we are, folks.
2-1. Big swing and a miss at a curveball. That's that pitch that you mentioned looking so good early. Or Bummer. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, this is going to play out like a bullpen game for both teams. Starter Peterson for the Mets went 3 1/3. Starter Carrasco for the Braves went 2 innings. Bummer's 2-2. Low and in. Sliding stop by Murphy. Count now 3-2 on Marte. So But now Alonso at second, McNeil at first. They can get a head start right here. And the last thing you want to see Marte do is, number one, hit a homer. Right after that, plug a gap. Bummer wheels around, looking back Alonso. There's really no threat to run, but just trying to get him back to the bag. Runners get a head start, and they'll be on the move. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way to Marte. Lined in the right field, a base hit. One hopping to Eli White. Alonso around third base. Here's the throw out of right field to the plate on one hop. What a throw! And they got him! Eli White put his crosshairs right on the polar bear and gunned him down at the plate. Unbelievable throw by Eli White. And that ends the bottom of the fourth inning. And the Mets will not watch this. They will not challenge this play. What a throw. Alonso came in diving for the plate, and Murphy had the tag right on his collarbone. That ends the bottom of the fourth inning. We go to
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This summer, stay cool and hydrated with the official water of Major League Baseball, Primo Brands. With Primo Brands water delivery, you get premium hydration from trusted brands like Zephyr Hills, Pure Life, and Saratoga, delivered right to your door. Stock up for the game or just keep everyone refreshed. Stills, sparkling, or flavored, there's something for everyone. And the best part, you call the shots. Whether you need a few cases or a few weeks supply, Primo's flexible delivery fits your schedule. So step up to the plate, hydrate like a pro with Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
You know, I want to keep this on the fan.
Braves 9, Mets 6 as we move into the top of the fifth. Yes, that is correct. Top of the fifth. We had a rain delay, and this game is crawling. Lots of offensive action. Mets will go to the bullpen for the second time tonight, bringing in right-hander Paul Blackburn. Blackburn has not pitched in the major league since June 28th. He was activated just tonight off the IL.
Here's his first pitch. That'll miss high. If you're a relief pitcher entering this game, you might be thinking, why me?
Yeah, right.
Why me, Lord? Well, in this case, he's trying to figure out a way to slow down the Braves, and that's what the Braves should be trying to do, to slow down the Mets in the bottom of the inning. There's a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 on Starling Marte. By the way, that was a clean bottom of the fourth inning, and that'll save you a Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Starling Marte. Starling Marte to Nacho Alvarez. Line drive out to third base. I still have Marte's picture up on the board. I'm just used to saying his name. Alvarez lines out. By the way, tomorrow is a clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Stop by and get half off their best wash membership for the first month. Brave Country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information. So Nacho Alvarez lines out. Ball low to Nick Allen. Allen had a bases-loaded walk last inning. You'll look back on the fourth inning and think about that grand slam. That bases-loaded walk was a big one. Allen lines one out to Alonso, makes a backhanded catch, ankle high. Went down on a knee and just turned the glove over and caught that low liner, and 2 quick outs here in the fifth inning. Darren, you might be pitching by the time we get to the end of this game.
There's a chance. Before we get too far away from it, I want to mention that Eli White throw to get Starling Marte at the plate was awesome. But even better than that, I think, was the catch and tag by Sean Murphy. It was perfectly picked. Wasn't an easy bounce, and put the tag in the perfect spot.
Jurickson Profar rips one foul into the seats down the right field line. Yeah, to get a throw out of on the line and have it come to you all the way in the air, make that catch and swivel, that's tough enough. But to play that hop the way that he did and then put that tag right on Alonso, what a play. 0-1 is low, 1-1.
Yeah, the way this game's going, if we don't get that out at home, they're probably still hitting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the way it's been here the last two nights.
Ball low to Profar, 2 balls and a strike. Game had a 1 hour 35-minute rain delay. And these two teams have just been duking it out. Absolute slugfest. 2-1. Profar pops one up for the Braves dugout. That'll hit the screen and land next to the on-deck circle. Profar working on a 3-for-3 night. 2 singles, a double, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. Two. Low and inside of Profar, 3-2. The 3 hits tonight matches his season best. He had a 3-hit game against St. Louis on the 13th of July. Right-hander Blackburn comes set right at the belt, and the 3-2 pitch. Profar going to loop one in the air to second, caught out of the air by McNeil. And he'll have to wait till his next at bat for his 4th hit. Braves go down 1-2-3 at the top of the 5th inning. We roll into the bottom.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen, ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com and start driving and saving like a local.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah and Farah, we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say.
The same station you go to during the baseball season is the same one you need during football season. Join me, Chris Domino, and Nick Cellini every weekday from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
Still Bummer on the mound for the Braves in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 9-6 lead for the Braves. Left-on-left matchup versus Mullins, and if he can get Mullins, you wonder if at that point the Braves would go deeper into the bullpen. They've got Tyler Kinley tossing. This will be the 45th pitch by Bummer, and that's fouled off on a bunt attempt by Mullins. Mullins with a sac fly RBI in the 1st inning, also flied out to left field in the 3rd inning. For a strike, good sinker, 0-2.
Yeah, you mentioned 46 pitches now for Bummer. I'm guessing between innings that Brian Snitker and Rick Cranen sat down and kind of put a little roadmap out for the rest of this game, trying to do a little planning on how they're going to get through all these innings.
Yeah,
with the guys they have down there, and that plan included Bummer coming back out and getting another out.
Murphy needs a new PitchCom device. Last one died. I guess the battery life on those things is about 2.5 hours. We've seen plenty of games this season end in 2.5 hours or less. We're only in the 5th inning.
Yeah. We might need 2 or 3 of those here tonight.
I think so. Need to keep those things on the charger over there in the dugout. 0-2 on Mullins. Bummer's pitch, low and outside. And 1-2 on Cedric Mullins. One, two, miss low and outside. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Missed outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bummer trying to stay away from a leadoff walk. Here's the 3-2. Forward foul over by the Mets dugout. Folks, did you know the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves? Made with peppers, vinegar, and salt in the perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste better. It's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. And this will be Bummer's 51st pitch. He came on in the 3rd inning. And the 3-2 got him looking for strike 3. Able to drop a curveball in there. And Mullins goes down looking. And here comes Brian Snitker. So Alvarez will be the batter. They've had Kenley tossing. And the Braves will make the Pennington Grass Seed card of the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. We'll introduce you to Tyler Kenley when we come back. It's a 9-6 lead for the Braves.
My name is Patrick, and I'm the Military Outreach Manager at the Warrior.
This summer, stay cool and hydrated with the official water of Major League Baseball, Primo Brands. With Primo Brands water delivery, you get premium hydration from trusted brands like Zephyr Hills, Pure Life, and Saratoga, delivered right to your door. Stock up for the game or just keep everyone refreshed. Still, sparkling or flavored, there's something for everyone. And the best part, you call the shots. Whether you need a few cases or a few weeks supply, Primo's flexible delivery fits your schedule. So step up to the plate, hydrate like a pro with Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal after portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text EQUITY to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text EQUITY to 865-865. Text the word EQUITY to 865-865. Text EQUITY to 865-865 now.
The ledger for the Braves going 2 1/3 innings, scoreless with 3 strikeouts. A little bit of help from his right fielder, Eli White, with a beautiful assist. Second reliever of the game for the Braves is right-hander Tyler Kenley. Kenley was acquired via trade from Colorado on July 30th, and through 5 appearances with the Braves, sporting a 1.93 ERA with 4 walks and 6 strikeouts. We last saw Tyler on Sunday against the Marlins, where he threw a squeaky clean inning. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout. So this will be the second of likely 4 or 5 relievers, I'm guessing, used in here tonight.
You'd imagine. A 9-6 Braves lead. Here's Francisco Alvarez. Alvarez takes the ball high. Aren't you glad we have a night game tomorrow?
Yes.
I know it's a getaway day, and you typically prefer a day game, but with tonight's festivities,
we might be sleeping here.
1-0 from Kenley. And a ball outside, 2 balls, no strikes.
And you know, the 3 of us like each other, but I don't think we'd make good roommates in this booth.
Yeah, not enough to split a room. You'd have the paint peeling off the walls by 2 a.m. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's guided on the ground to short, scooped up by Nick Allen, and he throws across for the out, 2 down. So 2 up and 2 down. How many times have you heard that in this series?
You ever slept at a ballpark before?
Yes.
In the minor leagues?
Independent ball.
Yeah. Done it more times than I care to say.
And that's the only time I had to take those measures. Slept on dozens of buses in the minor leagues. I know you did too.
Yeah.
But I can remember one time sleeping at the ballpark. But fortunately that's it.
Yeah, well, Truist Park has a pretty comfortable sleeping room, and it gets used sometimes overnight.
2 down for Brett Beatty. Takes the ball high and outside. I can promise you, the sleeping amenities significantly better at Truist Park in Atlanta than Smith Wills Stadium, the independent ballpark I worked at.
I could imagine.
1 ball and no strikes on Beatty. There's a 1-0 pitch. That'll be swung on miss. 1-1. 9-6 Braves. Bottom of the 5th inning. Kinley is 1-1. Squared up to deep left center field. Harris racing that way, plays it on a bounce. Cuts it off in deep left center. 2-out single by Brett Beatty. Another 2-out hit by the Mets, and back to the top of the order to Francisco Lindor.
That's twice tonight that Beatty has reached base with 2 outs to turn the lineup over and face, this top half of this Mets lineup. Extremely dangerous. You got to run the gauntlet.
He was trying to elevate that fastball, couldn't get it high enough. Beatty able to belt it to left center. So here's Lindor, who's 2 for 3, single and a double and 2 runs scored. Lindor takes the first pitch strike. Well, there are 3 other games underway across Major League Baseball right now. Here, the Braves lead 9-6 in the bottom of the 5th. 0-1 to Lindor, and he'll swing and miss at a slider. Twins have a 4-1 lead on the Yankees. That game's on the top of the 7th, across town in the Bronx. One of the rare times the Mets and Yankees are both home in New York simultaneously. Dodgers have a 5-2 lead over the Angels in the 4th. Rays have a 6-0 lead over the A's in the 2nd. Lindor requested time. Digs back in with his bright orange cleats on and bright orange batting gloves. Kinley kicks and fires and fouled off by Lindor. Braves in the 6th will have 2-3-4 coming up. Olson, Ozuna, and Albies currently leading 9-6. Way ahead 0-2. Righty flings it to the plate in the dirt. Bounced a curveball. Braves have used Carrasco, Bummer, and Kinley on the mound. Mets have used Peterson, Garrett, and Blackburn. These are in the bottom of the 5th. Kinley ready to bring it, set right at the tomahawk. Rares back and deals. 1-2 popped up, possibly playable. Foul ground. Murphy and Alvarez in the neighborhood, and it's dropped. Murphy overran it. He got to the warning track in front of the steps of the Braves dugout and then tried to lunge back to his right, and it landed on the grass behind him.
Yeah, that's about as far as you'll see a catcher go trying to catch a foul ball, but Nacho Alvarez was shaded way over towards the shortstop position because of the left-handed hitter Lindor, so he had even longer way to go and couldn't get there to help his catcher out.
Well, as he was running to his left looking up, the helmet he wears under his mask came off, and as it was tumbling back behind him, it hit his right heel perfectly as his heel was coming up and just basically punted that helmet. Again, the 1-2. And that should have been a called third strike. That was a good pitch. Missed by Nick Lentz. He had one that went the other way an inning ago on a pitch that missed. That was a beautiful pitch right on the corner. Kenley will try again. And the 2-2 to Lindor. That missed outside. 3-2. So now Beatty gets to take off with a 3-2 count and 2 down. Kenley at the letters. Runner goes 3-2. Line drive foul down the right field line. Making the big turn at second. Beatty cuts across the grass in between the mound and second base, jogging back to first. Beatty a big lead at first base. There he goes in the 3-2. And Lindor takes ball 4 low and inside. Well, that's frustrating because if you're Kenley, you know you struck him out. You delivered the perfect pitch and didn't get the call from Nick Lentz. And now your punishment for that is after walking Lindor, you have to face Juan Soto, who represents the tying run.
And you think about the playable missed foul pop-up as well. So that's double frustration for Kenley. And now you got to face this guy.
Got to be tough to bury all that and then focus on the man in the box down there. So that's what's in front of Kenley right here. 9-6 Braves, bottom of the 5th. Runners at first and second, 2 down. Soto taking his time digging in down there. Kenley goes to work in a first pitch strike. Used a slider to get ahead 0-1.
And these two have squared off 6 times before. Soto getting 3 hits, one of those a home run.
He's homered once already tonight. A 2-run homer back in the second inning. Here's the 0-1 from Kenley. And a strike again on the inside corner. Got a slider over. This Met crowd trying to get in the mind of Kenley, counting down the pitch timer. And as they're counting down, they're intentionally 2-3 seconds ahead of the actual timer. In their minds, trying to rush the Braves pitcher.
Yeah, they got me a couple times. Yeah, the first 2 times I didn't realize what was going on. And I was like, hey, he better throw. And I look at the clock. He's good. He's got a clock behind the hitter that he can see.
Nothing in 2, and the pitch due up to Soto. Here it comes in the dirt. 1-2 on Soto. You get ahead of him, nothing in 2. There's really no reason to throw him anything close for the next few pitches. Trying to make him chase something, but man, he has such great strike zone awareness.
Yeah, he's got the lowest chase rate in the league, highest walk rate, so he knows the dimensions of that. And his antics probably help with the umpires calling called strikes as well.
He cuts loose the 1-2, and it came inside, almost hit him. That slider down and in just missed his foot, and I don't know how it missed him. Braves 9, Mets 6, bottom of the 5th inning. Beatty at second, Lindor at first. Kenley glanced to second base. Now to the plate with a 2-2. And he just missed low and away with a slider. Soto had a notion but held back, and now the count runs full. And this is a very dangerous situation right here. After Soto, it would be Nimmo. Runners go in the 3-2. Fouled off. Took a big hack at a slider. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
Braves 9, Mets 6, bottom of the 5th inning. Lindor at first, Beatty at second. And with 2 down, a full count on Soto. Tyler Kinley at the tomahawk. And the payoff pitch. Now Kinley steps off the back of the rubber, looking back the runner Beatty to second.
This is one of those situations. Tyler Kinley has thrown 6 straight sliders. So Soto likely has an idea what's coming. Kinley knows Soto knows what's coming. Let's see what happens.
3-2. And he fouled it off. Went with a high slider. Would have been ball 4, but he got a piece of it and fouled it off of Murphy. This will be the 8th pitch of the battle. Runners go in the 3-2. And he struck out Soto, who went down to a knee, swinging with all his might, and missed every stitch of that slider. And Kinley with a huge swing and a miss against the most dangerous man in their order. And that ends the bottom of the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. Off to the 6th we go. 9-6 Braves.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This summer, stay cool and hydrated with the official water of Major League Baseball, Primo Brands. With Primo Brands water delivery, you get premium hydration from trusted brands like Zephyr Hills, Pure Life, and Saratoga, delivered right to your door. Stock up for the game or just keep everyone refreshed. Still, sparkling or flavored, there's something for everyone. And the best part, you call the shots. Whether you need a few cases or a few weeks supply, Primo's flexible delivery fits your schedule. So step up to the plate, hydrate like a pro with Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Top of the 6th inning. Braves on top 9-6. It'll be 2-3-4 coming up for the Braves. And it's the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. And if the Braves hit a home run here in the 6th inning, our contestant, Andrea Duke from Menlo, Georgia, wins $1,600. Here's Matt Olson taking a ball low. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Georgia Lottery, today could be the day. Ball and no strikes on Olson. Here it comes from Blackburn. There's a strike. I mean, you could take the first 5 innings of this game alone and spend a week examining how wild and bizarre this game has been. And we still have 4 innings left. 1-1 to Olson. Misses high, 2-1. Mets had an early 6-0 lead. They plated 3 runs in the first. They scored 3 more in the second. Neither team somehow scored in the 3rd inning. And then the Braves scored 9 runs in the top of the 4th. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a ball outside. 3 balls and a strike on Olson. And then neither team has scored since then. But both teams have been leaving runners all over the base path since then, especially the Mets. Swing and a miss by Olson, 3-2.
Yeah, that was an inning, last inning, the 5th, that neither team scored, and we said that's only the 4th one of this series.
Wow.
Where neither team scores, but it still took half an hour because there's base runners and pitching changes.
3-2 to Olson, fouled off. That 9-run inning by the Braves was their first 9-run inning since September the 9th of 2020 in a game against Miami when the Braves scored 11 runs in the 2nd inning. You might remember that game. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Olson fouls one back. That was 2020 season. There were no fans in the stands, and the Braves scored 29 runs that night and won 29-9 against the Marlins. So this is the biggest inning a Braves team has had since then, which is amazing considering how much of a juggernaut offensively the 2023 Braves were.
Yeah, you took it right out of my mouth. That historical season of offense the Braves had. And
they didn't even do what this team's done tonight. That'll be fouled off. I mean, a 9-run inning.
Yeah.
You might have a handful of teams in the entire game do that in a season.
Yeah, I mean, we saw two teams score 8 runs in the same inning in Cincinnati, which is mind-blowing, and then we bettered that by 1 here.
3-2 to Olson. Guess what? Leadoff walk. It's tied outside. I must say, and I'm noticing a pattern here, but some of the craziest, wildest, zaniest games I have ever called in my entire career have been sitting right next to you.
Yeah, you're right.
And 3 of them have come this season. I think about the Arizona game, which may be the best game of the season across Major League Baseball. There's a called strike. And then the game in Cincinnati just last month. And then what we've seen thus far tonight, and we still have 4 innings to go.
Last night as well.
Good point. 0-1 to Ozuna. Venomous low and inside. It really says something when a game as crazy as last night's was only gets an honorable mention in that department.
Or the game at home against Arizona where we gave up that huge lead in the 9th. I mean, and I'm in the booth for all of them. I guess it's my fault.
Here's the 1-1 to Ozuna. Ozuna bangs one deep towards the wall. Nimmo back to left field, and that is long gone. It's a 2-run homer for Marcell Ozuna. That is his 20th of the year, and the Braves take an 11-6 lead here in the top of the 6th inning as Ozuna drills one over the orange line in left field. And that makes a winner out of Andrea Duke in our Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. And Andrea in Menlo, Georgia, just won $1,600 on that 2-run homer by Marcell Ozuna.
Hot dang. Congrats, Andrea. Boy, this Braves team is scoring runs in bunches. And what they're doing tonight is taking advantage of miscues by this Mets pitching staff. Another leadoff walk to Matt Olson and followed up by that big home run. That's what good offenses do.
Ozzie Albies just about took one on the fingernail there. 1 ball and no strikes. 11 unanswered runs by the Braves as they were trailing 6-0 at one point. Ozzie sends one foul into the seats down the right field line. 1-1. Ozzie swings and misses over the top of a curveball.
You follow Frank the Tank on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a fanatical Mets fan, lifelong. I wonder what his blood pressure is at right now here tonight.
Probably about 210 over 428. Here's the 1-2. Low and inside, almost hit him in the foot. I mean, that guy's had some epic meltdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, tonight, I'm sure it's going to be the same thing.
His rants, I can tell you, when I was a player and we would beat the Mets late in the season, the first thing a lot of guys would do is jump on the bus and check out his meltdown.
Is that right?
Yeah, we loved it. We're never going to win again.
2-2 to Ozzie Albies and a big bouncer out to first. Alonso's got it, steps on the bag, and 1 out. And he's probably broken about 3 pair of glasses in the first 6 innings of this game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it just makes it that much sweeter. The Braves love beating the Mets, and obviously vice versa. But when you get Frank on a roll, man, it's just pure comedy.
One out for Sean Murphy. 11-6 Braves, and Murphy cues one on the ground to second base. To his left, McNeil has it, and from shallow right throws him out at first base, 2 down. By the way, pretty impressive, Frank the Tank. He's lost, about 270 pounds?
Yeah, Frank walks. Good for him.
Jay Chad was showing me that before the game, a side-by-side that was out on social media earlier today. And just walking over the last few years has lost Well over 250 pounds. That's extraordinary.
Amazing.
Little poke out to third off the bat of Michael Harris. Beatty's got it. Off-balance throw in time of the out. But the Braves tack on 2 more runs with a 2-run homer from Marcell Ozuna. And as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, it's 11-6 Braves.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question for Michael Harris II?
Hey, Mike. Are you giving away your... Hey, baseball fans. It's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This summer, stay cool and hydrated with the official water of Major League Baseball, Primo Brands. With Primo Brands water delivery, you get premium hydration from trusted brands like Zephyr Hills, Pure Life, and Saratoga, delivered right to your door. Stock up for the game or just keep everyone refreshed. Still, sparkling or flavored, there's something for everyone. And the best part, you call the shots. Whether you need a few cases or a few weeks supply, Primo's flexible delivery fits your schedule. So step up to the plate, hydrate like a pro with Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen, ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com and start driving and saving like a local.
Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Bottom of the 6th here in Queens. Braves leading it 11-6 after a Marcell Ozuna 2-run homer in the top of the inning extended the Braves lead. They've now scored 11 unanswered runs. Tyler Kinley worked hard last inning. Probably the biggest strikeout of the game of Juan Soto with men on base. So he's done for the day. On to relieve him, left-hander Dylan Lee. Dylan's pitched in 55 games this season, sporting a 2.92 ERA. 56 strikeouts in those frames. Let's see what he can do here tonight.
Going to work on Brandon Nimmo at his first pitch, a ball low and outside. 11 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Braves. 2 homers for the Braves. Grand slam by Harris, 2-run homer by Ozuna. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Nimmo takes the ball low. For the Mets, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 1 home run, a 2-run homer by Juan Soto in the 2nd inning. Two fouled back, 2-1.
Now, this is a bold call, Ben, but I'm predicting Braves pitcher's first 1-2-3 inning of the night.
Man, from your lips to God's ears.
In fact, I'll look at last night's game.
I think it was a 1-2-3 first, was it not? Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, missed, 2-2. And then nothing resembling that the rest of the way.
Yeah, you're right. That's the last 1-2-3 inning Braves pitchers have had.
We didn't know how good we had it. 2-2 on Nimmo. Lead of the plate. And a fly ball to deep center field. Michael Harris standing still, now backpedaling. And he has got it for the out. 1 down here in the 6th inning. Napa is a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves. With America's largest network of parts and care, Napa has the bases covered when it comes to your ride. Pete Alonso's been on base twice. 2 RBI single in the first, hit by a pitch in the 4th. First pitch swinging on a fly ball deep down the left field line. Profar racing to it, can't get there. Plays it on a bounce right next to the foul line. Up with it, slings it in. Nice play by Profar. And that limits Alonso to a single. Able to dump it down the left field line and a 1-out single for Alonso.
Dadgummit. Well, we could still get a double play here.
Right. To face the minimum. McNeil has hit into 4 double plays this year. Mets as a team have hit into 93 double plays compared to the 74 the Braves have hit into. There's a called strike on Jeff McNeil. Lee deals. Ground ball to second. Ozzie to Allen. Allen to first. There it is.
Yes.
Good call, Darren. That's a 4-6-3 double play. And the Mets send the minimum to the plate in the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 men.
Texting terms at unlock.com/SMS. Privacy policy at unlock.com/privacy-policy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Text EQUITY to 865-865 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Text EQUITY to 865-865. Text the word EQUITY to 865-865. Text EQUITY to 865-865 now.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
Your burger is served. And this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is...
Trust Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Hey Braves fans, this is Kelly Crawl. Listen for me with the Locker Room Team, Tuesday and Thursday mornings from 6 to 10 on 680 The Fan.
Rolling into the top of the 7th. That double play into the bottom of the 6th inning. To correct myself, no one left, obviously. Mets have stranded 8 on base. Braves have stranded 4 through 6 innings and have an 11-6 lead into the top of the 7th. And it's still Blackburn on the mound for the Mets. First pitch to Eli White, fouled off the inside of his foot. Boy, Eli has been that man to sacrifice himself for the team tonight, looking at the results, isn't it? You have a night like this. You've mentioned this before. You have an offensive explosion like the Braves have had tonight, and there's always one guy in the order who has to pay the price for it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. White takes a strike. Eli's 0 for 3 strikeouts on a night where the Braves have 11 runs.
Yeah, tough day at the dish. He did save a run.
Saved at least one run with that great defensive play to end the 4th inning. 0-2 to White, and he goes down looking. Sinker for strike 3. One out in the 7th for Nacho Alvarez.
The third baseman, Nacho Alvarez Jr.
Blackburn, long red beard on his face. This right-hander is out there for his 3rd inning of work. And he pumps in a called strike. He had a 1-2-3 5th inning, then gave up the 2-run homer in the 6th inning to Marcell Ozuna. An 0-1 count on Nacho Alvarez. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Nacho. Ball outside, 1-1.
Yeah, unless the Mets make a comeback here, I'd expect Blackburn to be out there for quite a while. He is a starter. He's got 4 starts in the year, made 14 last year, 20 the year before, so very stretched out.
Called strike there on Nacho, 1-2. They'd be trying to do with him what the Braves did with Austin Cox last night. Just have him soak up as much as he can to save them for tomorrow. Braves have to win tonight to force a rubber game tomorrow night. That'll be a 7:10 Eastern first pitch, 6:10 Central. That'll be Bryce Elder and Kodai Senga on that one. 1-2, got him looking for strike 3. Good command of that sinker here in the seventh inning.
Yeah, the Mets added to their bullpen, adding a bunch of late inning guys, and you know the downside of having late inning guys is they're not stretched out to throw a bunch of innings like Blackburn is. So yeah, Carlos Mendoza is trying to get Blackburn as far into this game as he can.
Braves leading 11-6 in the top of the seventh. 2 down for Nick Allen. Allen takes a ball low. In between innings, it'll be the seventh inning stretch brought to you by 13 Heroes, a premium line of spirits founded out of the lives of the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan in 2021. Help turn tragedy into legacy by visiting 13heroes.com today. 1-0 to Allen. And a soft pop-up, shallow center field. Out goes McNeil, and coming in Mullins. And the center fielder has it. And the Braves go down in order in the seventh. So 1-2-3, top of the seventh. Time to stretch. We go to the bottom of the inning, 11-6 Braves.
From joyful occasions to the unexpected, First Franklin Financial makes loans for living, offering fixed.
This summer, stay cool and hydrated with the official water of Major League Baseball, Primo Brands. With Primo Brands water delivery, you get premium hydration from trusted brands like Zephyr Hills, Pure Life, and Saratoga, delivered right to your door. Stock up for the game or just keep everyone refreshed. Still, sparkling or flavored, there's something for everyone. And the best part, you call the shots. Whether you need a few cases or a few weeks supply, Primo's flexible delivery fits your schedule. So step up to the plate, hydrate like a pro with Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen, ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com and start driving and saving like a local.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door. The Home Depot is how doers get more done.
This is Buck Bellew reminding you to look for my podcast, Buck Speed, twice a week on the Fan app or subscribe to the feed at 680thefan.com.
Braves 11, Mets 6 into the bottom of the seventh inning. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. Dylan Lee back out there for the Braves. He faced the minimum in the sixth inning. And he'll face Starling Marte in the bottom of the seventh. First pitch swinging. Little dribbler fouled on the third baseline. And an 0-1 count on Marte.
Yeah, good job by Dylan. Only throwing 8 pitches last inning and facing the minimum. So he earns himself another inning.
Braves have some action going in the bullpen. Marte, Mullins, and Alvarez for the Mets in the bottom of the seventh. Lee's 0-1. Missed outside, 1-1. For the Braves, it's been Carrasco, Bummer, Kenley, and Lee on the mound tonight. And leading 11-6 in the bottom of the seventh inning. 1-1 misses high, 2 balls and a strike. Marte's been on twice, single and a walk. 2-1, lobbed into left field. A base hit, got a changeup. And able to send it into left field. Leadoff single here in the seventh inning. Did you know the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? Like a double play for your mouth. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. It also helps with a sore throat, which I'll be gargling that razor blades later this evening. Mullins the batter. Left-handed stick. Takes a strike. Right at the top of the zone with the fastball. All 6 Mets runs came in the first 2 innings of the game. 0-1 pitch. Looked pretty good, but doesn't get the call. That was a high slider, I guess. Count even on Mullins. Braves are able to turn a double play in the 6th inning. Oh, they'd love a double play right here. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Mullins. And a strike on the inside corner with a slider. One-two pitch outside 2-2. You know, we were talking about double plays last inning. And it shouldn't be shocking that the teams at the bottom of that list are two of the better teams in baseball in terms of the fewest double plays hit into across Major League Baseball. There's the 2-2. That'll miss high. Cubs have only hit into 49 double plays this year. That's the fewest in baseball. And then the next team above them, the Brewers, have hit into just 62. Meanwhile, the A's have hit into the most with 98. The Mets have hit into the 4th most double plays in baseball. They've hit into 94. There's a swing and a miss by Mullins, and he just struck him out with a slider.
Yeah, certainly that makes sense with the Brewers. We talk about how good they are at putting the bat on the ball and how fast they are as a lineup. They have, I think it was 6 guys who were plus runners in their lineup, so tough to double those guys up. Cubs very similar to the Brewers.
Braves have hit in the 12th fewest amount of double plays. Francisco Alvarez takes the ball low. Boy, the A's have hit into 98 double plays. And these Mets coming up behind them, like I mentioned, they've hit into 95 double plays this year. 1-0 to Alvarez. Big swing and a miss. Good fastball there from Dylan Lee. Braves 11, Mets 6. 1-1, big swing and a miss at a slider. 1-2.
Yeah, Dylan Lee has been so valuable to this Braves bullpen here in the last few years. Very neutral splits, gets lefties and righties out both well because that slider and the changeup are both great pitches. But also, he can pitch multiple innings like he's doing here tonight.
Yes.
And not everybody down there can do that.
Lee's 1-2, struck him out. Boy, good slider. And Alvarez so frustrated with himself, he takes the end of his bat and jams it into the side of his helmet in frustration. Just hit himself over the head with a bat. Here comes Brian Snitker. And the Braves will make another Pennington grass seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed, rooted in Braves country. Job well done by Dylan Lee. 2 down. Bottom of the 7th inning.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This summer, stay cool and hydrated with the official water of Major League Baseball, Primo Brands. With Primo Brands water delivery, you get premium hydration from trusted brands like Zephyr Hills, Pure Life, and Saratoga, delivered right to your door. Stock up for the game or just keep everyone refreshed. Still, sparkling or flavored, there's something for everyone. And the best part, you call the shots. Whether you need a few cases or a few weeks supply, Primo's flexible delivery fits your schedule. So step up to the plate, hydrate like a pro with Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at...
Bottom of the 7th, Braves leading at 11-6. Dylan Lee, pretty good work tonight. 1 2/3, 2 hits, and 2 strikeouts. He is responsible for the runner at first, Starling Marte, with that leadoff single. On to relieve him, the right-hander Pierce Johnson. Pierce has pitched in 47 games this year, sporting a minuscule 2.25 ERA. This year he's inherited 20 base runners, 7 of them have scored. He's looking to improve on that number here tonight. help out his buddy Dylan Lee.
Well, let me ask you this. Dylan Lee just struck out Mullins and Alvarez. You have a lefty bat and Beatty to the plate. What's behind this decision of going to the righty to face Beatty versus letting Lee finish, and then if the inning continues, going with Pierce to face Francisco Lindor? Here's the pitch on the way to Beatty, and that's in for a strike.
Well, could be a couple things. Pierce Johnson traditionally has been better against lefties because of that curveball, the shape of it. Could also be Brett Beatty really struggles against curveballs, and Pierce throws that pitch 70+% of the time.
There's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Brett Beatty. And Beatty pops one up. Under it now, Nick Allen in shallow left field, and he has got it. That decision paid off. Got the out that he needed, and that ends the bottom of the 7th. We have played 7. We go to the top of the 8th inning, 11-6 Braves.
Hey, Braves fans, SeatGeek.
For full details, including terms and conditions, visit unlock.com/legal. Call 1-888-780-6854 to speak with a representative today. Actor portrayal. Terms and conditions apply.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How'd you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just give him a call or go to unlock.com.
Call 1-888-780-6854 to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Use the money for home improvements, to pay off debt, or to add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Visit unlock.com. That's unlock.com. Or call 1-888-780-6854 now to get started.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen, ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com and start driving and saving like a local.
Hey, Braves fans, this is Chris Domino.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice.
Blackburn came along in the 5th inning and has put together 3 innings, and the only mistake he's given up was the 2-run homer by Marcell Ozuna. Jurickson Profar has gone 3 for 4 tonight. And Profar with a high fly ball to deep left field. Brandon Nimmo backpedaling right in front of the warning track, and he makes the one-handed catch. And one down in the 8th inning. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you at Citi Field in New York. Braves hoping to win this game, even up the series at a game apiece. And then who knows what madness lies before us tomorrow night, or what would be the final game of the series. Bryce Elder and Kodai Senga, a couple of right-handers at 7:10 Eastern tomorrow night. First pitch to Matt Olson is a called strike.
So you asked me why Snit pulled Dylan Lee to put Pierce Johnson in. And last year, Pierce Johnson, more strikeouts versus left-handed hitters in less innings.
0-1 inside, 1-1.
So higher strikeout rate. Lefties hit 50 points lower. Traditionally, that's been the case with Pierce. Also, you keep Dylan Lee right at 22 pitches. So you could potentially bring him back tomorrow.
There's the 1-1 to Olson. Sent foul into the seats behind the Braves dugout.
Now, would I have done that? I don't know if I would have. Just let Dylan finish the inning, but, it worked out. Pierce, as I mentioned, has been really good this season, and that curveball plays against Beatty's swing.
And it worked out, and they got the out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And Olson takes a call at third strike. So he goes down looking. And me asking you that's not me questioning the decision. It's just an interesting decision. Because you know that there is an answer and a reason for it. I don't know you'd be able to deliver that.
Yeah, so traditionally the curveball plays better against opposite-handed hitters, and the slider plays better against same-handed hitters. So, Pierce featuring that curveball so heavily makes him good against lefties.
2 down for Ozuna, and he'll take a first pitch strike. Folks, this game was 6-0 Mets at one point. They had a 6-0 lead into the top of the ninth inning. Correction, top of the fourth inning, and the Braves scored 9 runs in the top of the fourth. And a big swing there in the fourth inning was the grand slam by Michael Harris. Braves sent a dozen men to the plate there in that fourth inning, scoring 9 times. They've tacked on to the lead since. Pitch misses there to Ozuna, and a 2-1 count. One to Ozuna, and he swings and misses. You're going to have your work cut out for you tonight in that Home Depot player of the game. You could just blindfold yourself, throw a dart at your scorebook, and go with whomever you land closest to.
Yeah, a lot of good nights here for Braves hitters.
Blackburn's 2-2. And that's low with a sinker.
Yeah, we got 3 looking strikeouts in the last 2 innings for Braves hitters. And it looks like Nick Lentz has mercifully opened up the strike zone a little bit here later in this game. Early on was very tight.
3-2 and Ozuna with a chopper to third, taking on one big bounce. Belt tie by Beatty. Throws over to Alonso, and the Braves go down 1-2-3 for the 4th time tonight. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
This summer, stay cool and hydrated with the official water of Major League Baseball, Primo Brands. With Primo Brands water delivery, you get premium hydration from trusted brands like Zephyr Hills, Pure Life, and Saratoga, delivered right to your door. Stock up for the game or just keep everyone refreshed. Still, sparkling or flavored, there's something for everyone. And the best part, you call the shots. Whether you need a few cases or a few weeks supply, Primo's flexible delivery fits your schedule. So step up to the plate, hydrate like a pro with Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen, ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com and start driving and saving like a local.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice...
The official hotel partner of your Atlanta Braves, Ami Hotel at the Battery Atlanta, is more than just a stay. We're your clubhouse, where everyone knows your name. Book your stay at amihotels.com/Battery Atlanta.
Hey everybody, Buck Belue here. When the Braves don't play at 7, join me for the new Buck Belue Show here on The Fan, 680 and 93.7, home of the Braves.
Here's Johnson. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, we'll be facing Lindor, Soto, and Nimmo. Braves have an 11-6 lead in a game that has been wilder than kudzu here in Queens. And hoping to hold on and win this thing, here is Francisco Lindor. We had a first pitch strike there on Francisco Lindor. It's also the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. And if the Braves strike out the side here in the bottom of the 8th inning, that'd make a winner out of our contestant, Curtis Hurd. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Lindor. Ball low and outside. Yeah, Curtis Hurd will be the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar for your chance to win a Yanmar UTV and to be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, backed longer. Called strike on Lindor. Well, Curtis, let me just put it to you this way. If Johnson strikes out the side here in the bottom of the 8th inning, that would be the most impressive Yanmar strikeout the side of the year, given the batters that he's facing. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Lindor. Miss low and inside, 2-2. As Pierce has to go through Lindor, Soto, and Nimmo. Believe it or not, Soto struck out twice tonight. Lindor has yet to strike out in the series. So maybe he's due. Meanwhile, Pierce Johnson comes set right at the letters. Righty deals his 2-2 pitch on the way to Lindor, and he missed way outside. Tried a curveball, just kind of spun away from him. Three-2. Missed high. Leadoff walk here in the 8th inning, so no winner in the Yanmar strikeout of the side inning, but Curtis Hurd, thank you for playing. Thanks for being out there. Well, it makes you nervous. Look, the Braves have a 5-run lead, but you look back on that 4th inning where the Braves scored 9 runs, and it started with a leadoff walk, and so many times big innings start with leadoff walks. Juan Soto, the batter, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. And it's a 5-run lead, but we've seen bigger leads disappear for this Braves team late in games this year. Oh, 1 to Soto. Way outside, 1-1. Soto with a walk, a homer, and 2 strikeouts tonight. Pick off to first base, and back in with a dive is Lindor.
Yeah, this is a situation where the heart of the order is coming up in the 8th inning, right? And traditionally, your closer only pitches in the 9th. Sometimes new age managers will put their closer out this part of the order. This is the Mets' big opportunity to come back.
1-1 pitch. Soto takes a strike right on the outside corner with a curveball.
And as I say that, Raisel Iglesias stirring in the Braves bullpen, looking like he's getting ready to fire up his right arm.
Yeah, you got to worry about the inning that you're in. You'll figure out the 9th when you get there if you have to. Pierce ready to deal the 1-2. Here it comes. Outside, 2-2. And if Johnson gets into any big trouble here in the 8th inning, you'd have Iglesias ready to come in. 11-6 Braves, bottom of the 8th. Two, and he struck him out. A curveball at the bottom of the zone. No argument from Soto. And a 3-strikeout night for Juan Soto.
Yeah, beautiful curveball there. You know, I think he rocked the baby to sleep with a bunch of curveballs that backed up in the right-handed batter's box and just spun away from Soto. And that one certainly did not. That one bit and dove right down into the strike zone.
That's his 7th 3-strikeout game this season. There's a ball high to Brandon Nimmo. He has not had more than 3 strikeouts in a game this year. Runner at first, 1 out for Brandon Nimmo. Pierce Johnson trying to keep him quiet here in the 8th. And the 1-0 pitch on the way to Nimmo from Pierce Johnson. A long hold by Pierce. Now he deals. And he missed away with a curveball. Pierce is 2-0. Nimmo takes ball 3. Well, a 5-run lead. You know that you can get into a lot of trouble by walking these guys at the top of the order, especially given who's swinging a weighted bat on deck right now, and Pete Alonso. 3-0, and Nimmo takes a called strike. Got this 5-run lead. You got to find a way to keep them quiet and deliver that lead into the 9th. This Mets team battered the Braves for 13 runs last night. 3-1, a strike at the bottom of the zone. Low curveball goes Pierce Johnson's way. Third baseman Nacho Alvarez way off the line at third. He's set up with a shortstop might normally set up. 3-2 pitch up the middle. Allen's got it. Races to the bag. Steps on it. Fires. Double play. Man, that was smooth. Nick Allen with a 6-3 double play. And it's the second double play.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This summer, stay cool and hydrated with the official water of Major League Baseball, Primo Brands. With Primo Brands water delivery, you get premium hydration from trusted brands like Zephyr Hills, Pure Life, and Saratoga, delivered right to your door. Stock up for the game or just keep everyone refreshed. Still, sparkling or flavored, there's something for everyone. And the best part, you call the shots. Whether you need a few cases or a few weeks supply, Primo's flexible delivery fits your schedule. So step up to the plate, hydrate like a pro with Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
In a smart and rugged Ford Bronco or Bronco Sport SUV. For great offers, see your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves.
The same station you go to during the baseball season is the same one you need during the football season. Join me, Nick Cellini, and Chris Domino weekdays 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
We have reached the ninth with the Braves on top of the Mets 11-6. And for the Braves, it'll be Albies, Murphy, and Harris. And it's still Blackburn on the mound. Blackburn has been out there since the 5th inning, so they're trying to get him to go the rest of the way. Ozzie Albies is 0 for 4, and he leads it off for the Braves here in the top of the ninth. Ozzie takes the first pitch strike from Blackburn. In the bottom of the ninth, the Mets will have the middle three of the order due up. That'll be Alonso, McNeil, and Marte. And the Braves will carry at least a 5-run lead to the bottom of the ninth. Ozzie watches one bounce in front of his right foot, and that evens the count up 1-1. One pitch outside, check swing, they appeal, and Vic Carapazza confirms that he didn't go. So make it 2-1 on Ozzie Albies. Braves haven't had a base runner since the home run by Ozuna in the 6th inning, and Ozzie hits one in the air to right field, but drifting back and making the play, Juan Soto. 1 out in the 9th inning. This is a game where the Mets came out swinging. They punched the Braves in the mouth in the first 2 innings of the game. Had a 3-run first, had a 3-run second. And the Mets have not scored since then. Well, they probably felt pretty good. They had a 6-0 lead at the end of 2 innings. And even if they didn't score the rest of the game, a lot of times 6 runs is enough to win a game. But the Braves stormed back with 9 runs in the 4th. And then 2 more in the 6th. There's a ball low to Sean Murphy. And the Braves returned the favor and body slammed the Mets with that 9-run 4th, and they haven't recovered since then. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And a bouncer out to first. Backhanded on the second, bounce by Alonso. Throws to Blackburn, who covers the bag. And 2 down in the 9th inning. I mean, you look back at the first 4-6 innings of this game. I mean, just a battle royale.
Yeah.
I mean, bedlam.
Yeah, just looking at the numbers here. Pierce Johnson, first Braves pitcher of the series to not give up a hit. And 8 guys have run out there. I'm assuming Pierce is finished, and Raisel Iglesias will pitch the 9th.
Right.
So that's just how it's been going here in New York.
Here's the man who turned it all around with his grand slam in the 4th inning. Michael Harris takes a strike. That grand slam by Harris, his 13th homer of the year. RBIs 56, 57, 58, and 59. Has his average at 246. Had a 1-1 count on Harris as that pitch missed. Well, we saw the Braves last night, Darren, score 4 runs in the 4th inning and tie the game. And then only to give up runs pretty much every inning the rest of the way and lose 13-5. So when they battled back and it was a 6-5 game and 2 down in the 4th inning, you're still concerned. You felt like they needed to pick up another run or two to keep from repeating what happened last night. That'll be fouled back. And then when Harris hit the grand slam to just really make it a colossal wave there in the top of the 4th inning, that's really what completely swung this game.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it really took the crowd out of this game. It was a raucous environment here early tonight.
2-2, Harris with a weak ground ball to first base, taken by Alonso, throws to the bag. Harris hustling it out, but can't get there in time. Blackburn beat him, and it's a 1-2-3 9th. A good hustle by Harris. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, 11-6 Braves.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen, ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com and start driving and saving like a local.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater? And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters, take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what
I'm Cortland spokespug, Cordy. This broadcast of the Atlanta Braves is brought to you by Cortland. Visit Cortland.com to find your new apartment or one of our next-level communities. Go Braves!
The flagship station of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets wants to send you to see the season opener in Colorado. Listen for your chance to qualify weekdays during our 4 o'clock hour on 680 The Fan.
Bottom of the 9th, Braves still leading it 11-6, and Braves closer Raisel Iglesias coming on to try to lock down a win that looked extremely unlikely about 3 hours ago when the Braves looked up at the scoreboard and it read Mets 6, Braves nothing. But here he is, 3 outs to get to lock down this victory, try to secure his 17th save of the season after picking up 15 and 16 against the Marlins.
Boy, he'd love a quick one. Here's the first pitch on the way to Alonso. And there's a ball low, 1 ball and no strikes. If there was ever a it ain't over till it's over game, it's this one. And with a 5-run lead, you still don't feel safe given what we've seen in this series. There's a ball low. Probably trust Mexican tap water more than you trust a lead the way things have gone in this series. But it's a 5-run lead for the Braves in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way to Alonso. And he'll lift one towards foul territory. Olsen over to the railing of the dugout. That's in the seats behind the Mets dugout. 2-1.
I'll tell you what is over, Ben, is the night for a lot of these fans left here at Citi Field. The Mets broadcast has just been panning through the crowd, and I think they've found 7 or 8 fans just sleeping in their seats.
2-1 and a strike. Good sinker, 2-2. Well, what was once a huge crowd has now dwindled down to a few thousand. 2-2 to Alonso, plugged out towards short, past a diving Nick Allen. And a base hit into left field for Alonso. He's on for the 4th time tonight. So now it's Jeff McNeil, who hit into a double play back in the 6th inning. Olsen just shadowing Alonso, not completely holding him on. McNeil hits a fly ball to center field. Michael Harris going to race in towards left center. Slows, has a bead on it, makes the catch. 1 down. So 1 away, 2 outs to get. Here comes Marte.
Thinking about the loss last night for the Braves, seeing six home runs go over the fence for the Mets. Really tough one to swallow, and I think tonight would be just as tough for these Mets to swallow when the Braves close this out.
I completely agree. Marte takes a ball low because after the first 2 innings, if you're the Braves, you're thinking, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
This is just a carryover from last night. You're going to get your nose bloodied again. But to shut them down after the 6 runs early and then come back with 11 unanswered, just amazing. Yeah. There's a called strike on Marte.
A great work by the Braves bullpen. You're the Mets. You got your best pitcher on the mound and a 6-run lead.
1-1 to Marte, blew it by him. Swung on, missed at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Braves 11, Mets 6. Runner at first, 1 down, bottom of the 9th. 1-2 low and outside, 2-2. Marte's been on base 3 times in the game. 2 singles, a walk. Only time they got him was on a tap out to the mound. 2-2 pitch. He just took that out of Sean Murphy's glove, basically, and fouled it off into the screen. Pulled the emergency shoot on that one. Alonso, big lead at first, not being held. 2-2 pitch and a tapper back to the mound. Iglesias goes to second. They get the force out there. Ozzie to first base, not in time. Well, they cut down the lead runner in Alonso, and a nice throw by Iglesias down to second base for a 1-4 putout, and a fielder's choice where Marte puts him at first base. And now the Mets down to their final swing, or final out, I should say. 2 down, bottom of the 9th, 11-6 Braves. Trying to finish up quite the comeback. And Mullins pops one up. This should do it. Profar coming in, looking up into the New York sky. He has got it, and the Braves win 11-6 over the Mets. An improbable rally that saw the Braves score 9 runs in the 4th inning and overcoming what was originally a 6-0 deficit. And the Braves body slam the Mets and win it by a final score of 11-6. For the Mets in the 9th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Again, the final, Braves 11, Mets 6. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
All right, Braves win at 11-6. Rubber game tomorrow. Tell you about the totals when we come back and close on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Want to earn a deal on the entire Toyota lineup at the National Sales Event? Then do as I say. Great job. You just earned a deal. Get $500 in bonus lease cash on a new 2025 Toyota Tacoma. Offer valid through September 2nd, 2025. Offer entitles $500 bonus lease cash on the lease of a new and untitled 2025 Toyota Tacoma vehicle. Bonus cash may be used only toward down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details.
Hey, baseball fans, it's time to pick a side. Team Mayo or Team Hater. And if you're still riding with the haters, Hellman's has a message for you. We've leveled up. We're talking spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chili lime, and Italian herb. That's classic, creamy Hellman's taste with a bold twist. So go ahead, haters. Take one bite. Then try to tell us you're not ready to sign with the winning team. Mayo haters, prepare to eat your words.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This summer, stay cool and hydrated with the official water of Major League Baseball, Primo Brands. With Primo Brands water delivery, you get premium hydration from trusted brands like Zephyr Hills, Pure Life, and Saratoga, delivered right to your door. Stock up for the game or just keep everyone refreshed. Still, sparkling or flavored, there's something for everyone. And the best part, you call the shots. Whether you need a few cases or a few weeks supply, Primo's flexible delivery fits your schedule. So step up to the plate. Hydrate like a pro with Primo Brands, the official water sponsor of MLB. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Hi, just a Florida native here with a quick message for all the new residents. Welcome. There are things us locals just know, and I want you to know them too. Like never leave home without sunscreen, ever. Oh, and scrub bugs off your car right away. And when traffic gets trafficky, take the toll roads. The locals choose ePass. It's a free toll sticker that saves time and gives you volume toll discounts, only with ePass. It might be hot out, but driving's cooler and easier with ePass. Get your free sticker at getepass.com and start driving and saving like a local.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is
errors. 4 men left on base, 2 homers, a grand slam by Michael Harris in the 4th, and a 2-run homer by by Marcell Ozuna in the 6th inning. For the Mets, 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 10 men left on base. They had 1 home run, 2-run homer by Juan Soto in the 2nd inning. Braves improved to 52-68 with the win, and the Mets fall to 64-56 with a loss. Aaron Bummer is the winning pitcher. He's now 2-2 with a 4.06 ERA. Reed Garrett takes the loss. He falls to 3-5 with a 3.10 ERA. The attendance tonight here in Citi Field, 38,647. The time of the game, 3 hours, 11 minutes. That was after a 1 hour, 35-minute rain delay on the outset. Braves hit 2 home runs tonight, so that means you'll score $100 off a set of select tires tomorrow, plus a free alignment, a free oil change with their tire purchase, only from Tire Discounters. Learn more about the Braves and Tire Discounters round-trip promotion at braves.tirediscounters.com. Rubber game of the series tomorrow night. Tell you about that when we come back and close on the Braves Radio Network.
If you're looking to earn more on your hard-earned dollars, my friends at Georgia's Own Credit Union can help. For a limited time, Georgia's Own is offering an annual percentage yield of 4.45% on a 6-month CD with a minimum deposit of only $500. Investing in a CD with Georgia's Own is an easy and guaranteed way to boost your savings. For more information, visit georgiasown.org/playball. I'm Chuck Dowdle, and I'm one of Georgia's Own.
Federally insured by the NCUA. Penalty may apply for early withdrawal, and fees may reduce earnings on accounts.
Attention Braves fans, we have a major announcement. Tire Discounters is back as the tire retailer partner of the Braves. Here's their Stasi jingle. Sorry to interrupt, but all of us at Tire Discounters are really excited because every time the Braves hit a homer, we're giving all the fans a great deal. Cash off on select tires and free alignments. And free oil changes. Okay, roll it. See store for details.
Get ready to fall in love, but this time with my home island of Curacao. Hi, I'm Ozzy Albies, second baseman from the Atlanta Braves, and Curacao is where my story begins. It's where the vibe is full of color and life, where our culture shines with European and Caribbean flair, and where you're bound to find a new adventure or some much-needed time to relax. It's the start of my story, and it could be the next part of yours. Visit Curacao and feel it for yourself.
Hey Braves fans, summer is officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Aero Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Aero protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Braves, so you know you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com.
The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
You won't be able to get through the football season unless you catch the latest news while you work. Lock in Cellini and Domino every weekday from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
Braves win at 11-6 over the Mets. Rubber game tomorrow. Hope that you'll tune in for the final game of this series. Another night game here at Citi Field. Our Braves Radio Network coverage will begin at 5:55 Eastern with a Ford leadoff show. And then Darren and I have the first pitch at 7:10 Eastern, 6:10 Central. A couple of righties tomorrow. Bryce Elder gets the start for the Braves. He's 4-9 with a 6.12 ERA. Kodai Senga will get the ball for the Mets. He's 7-4 with a 2.30 ERA. So for the guys back in studio, that includes Joe Virgin and Cullen Madden. Also for Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer, Jonathan Chadwick. I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and good evening from Citi Field here in New York, where the Braves won a wild one 11-6 over the Mets. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show coming up right now with Barrett Sallee.
Thank you very much, Ben. What a night in Flushing. Let's get to our Xfinity play of the game, and I don't think you have to be a rocket science to figure this one out. Michael Harris II, his grand slam in the 4th inning, capped off a 9-run inning, and ultimately that was what won the game for the Braves. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Get one consistent internet price for the next 5 years. No contracts, no curveballs. Totals, highlights, and sound from the clubhouse coming up after the break. You're listening to the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to Atlanta Braves Baseball on the Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves Baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. Don't move, because the Hyundai Postgame Show is up next on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network, lit by Louisiana Hot Sauce.
You need parts? O'Reilly has parts. Get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select pads for just $10. Or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct pads for just $20. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Good call. They're great in baseball games, and they're even better when you need a law firm. If you've been in an auto accident and need legal representation, do yourself a favor and get the best call there is. One call, that's all. With Ken Nugent and his team. Ken's team fights for you and sticks with you from start to finish, working hard to get you your money quick. Give Ken and his team a call. 404-CALL-KEN. One call, that's all. Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, Attorneys at Law. 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds.
I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The 3-row Lexus TX. Because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Great teams win with smart plays. Just like great businesses win with Saia LTL Freight. As the exclusive freight and logistics company of the Atlanta Braves, Saia brings nationwide customer-first service that delivers every time. Need to move shipments across the country? Saia covers all the bases, coast to coast, to keep your business running smoothly. Make Saia part of your starting lineup. Visit Saia.com. That's SAIA.com.
They're all the luck you need. Win up to $2 million with the Lucky 7 Scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
When you open a Corona, you hear the sounds of wherever you are a little differently. A little more Corona. And you think to yourself, why am I just listening? Corona. La Playa awaits. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate with the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever. You can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
You won't be able to get through the football season unless you catch the latest news while you work. Lock in Cellini and Domino every weekday from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan or the Fan app.
Another ball game is in the books, and we've got it all covered. This is the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Braves Radio Network.
Line in the pitch, swung line, belts one again. Deep left field. He's got 2 tonight. Another home run for Marcel.
All All the highlights, news, and audio from today's game is on the way. All driven by your local Hyundai dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Visit buyhyundai.com. Now live from the Battery Atlanta at Truist Park. It's time for the Hyundai Postgame Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Hello and welcome into the Braves Radio Network studios here in the Battery Atlanta. What a fun night up there in Queens as the Braves top the Mets 11-6, one of the wildest games you will ever see. The Braves put up 9 in the fourth, 11 unanswered runs for the Braves as they top their rivals and even up the 3-game set. Let's get to the highlights, and these are going to be fun. Bottom of the first, Francisco Lindor doubles to open the game. Juan Soto and Brandon Nimmo follow with walks. In that sense, Pete Alonso to the plate to face Carlos Carrasco with the chance to get the Mets on the board.
Alonso with 96 RBIs this season. And the sacks are packed full of Mets with no one out in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 pitch, and he swings and rips one into center field for a base hit. Lindor will score. They will wave in Soto. Throw goes to short where Allen cuts it off. It's a 2 RBI single by Alonso, his 97th and 98th of the year. The Mets have the early 2-0 lead.
Later in the inning, bases full of Mets. One down with Cedric Mullins at the plate as the Mets look to add on.
3-2 pitch, clocked into right field, coming on now and lunging forward and making the catch, Eli White. Tagging and dashing for the plate and sliding in just ahead of the throw is Brandon Nimmo. And it's now 3-0 Mets on the sac fly by Cedric Mullins. Eli with a good throw in from right field. Had that throw right on the money, but the dive by Nimmo to the plate was just ahead of that tag.
It's not the first good throw you'll hear from Eli White today. Bottom of the second, 3-0 Mets. Juan Soto at the plate with Francisco Lindor at first as the Mets look for more.
Scored 84 times and a deep drive to center field. Way back it goes. This will not be a solo homer. It's a 2-run shot by Soto just to the right of dead center. And it's now 5-0 in favor of the Mets.
407 feet for Soto, his 29th of the season. After Carlos Carrasco gives up a double to Brandon Nimmo and Pete Alonso pops out, Jeff McNeil steps to the dish looking to give the Mets the lead.
0-2 to McNeil. Rocket down the right field line. That's a fair ball all the way into the corner and rattling the wall. In to score Brandon Nimmo. It's a double by McNeil, and it's 6-0 Mets.
Here we go. Fourth inning, and things get fun. Nick Allen at the plate with the bases loaded facing David Peterson as the Braves look to get on the board.
And now Allen looking for something that he can drive right here. Runners take their leads 3-2. And he misses with ball 4, a sinker away, and that's how the Braves plate their first run of the game. It's a bases-loaded walk, an RBI the easy way for Allen, and it's now 6-1 Mets here in the top of the fourth inning.
Jurickson Profar is next at the dish, and he puts up a very crooked number.
First pitch to Jurickson. He connects and ropes one down the left field line, on the line, and a fair ball. This is going to wipe the bags clean. Harris, Alvarez, and Allen all score. It's a 3 RBI double by Jurickson Profar, and with one swing of the stick, the Braves are right back into the game.
David Peterson was pulled one batter later. In comes Reed Garrett to try to put out the fire, facing Marcell Ozuna with one down and runners at first and second.
3-2 pitch. And Ozuna going to loop one into left center field, and that'll splash in for a base hit. Rounding third, coming to the plate, Profar. Olsen goes first to third. It's now a 1-run game on the RBI single by Marcell Ozuna. And it's turned into a 5-run fourth inning for the Braves.
Later in the inning, yep, that's right, still in the fourth. Bases loaded yet again. Michael Harris II looks to put the game upside down.
Murphy at first, Ozuna at second, Olsen at third. 2 down, top of the fourth. Braves trailing 6-5. 1-1, smacked in the air. Deep center field. Flying back to the wall. It's a grand slam. Michael Harris to the deepest part of the yard with a big city bomb. And the Braves take the lead on the grand slam by Harris. What a shot by Michael. It is now 9-6 Braves in the fourth as it's turned into a 9-run fourth inning.